Hey, y'all. Hey, happy Sunday. Grand Rising. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I was just sitting here waiting to go live. And I'm like, I can just go live now. I had like 8 minutes to go live, but I'm like, I'm just chilling. I'm ready. Let me go live. So y'all come on in. Come on in. Y'all see today's topic is titled Delayed, Not Denied. Delayed does not mean denied. Y'all come on in, come on in. This will not be a long live. I'm going to be talking as if I see people and as if you guys are already here chopping it up with me. So if you come in, go ahead and just type replay if I'm not live no more. And if I am live, go ahead and type some Sunday inspirational that could help anybody who would read it, because this title for today is for me. I know it hits home for me, so I know it's going to hit home for some of you guys. So y'all come on in, hit the like button, share the live. If anybody wants to come up, I did pin the StreamYard link, so you can click on and come in to say whatever you want to say. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody is feeling well mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Come on in, come on in, come on in. You already know the ways to support the channel. You become a member. Of course, you got to subscribe first. Become a member. Sending her a super thanks, super chat, super sticker, or PayPal or Zelle. You see it right on the screen. And today's title is Delayed Does Not Mean Denied. So, y'all, just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Hey, Sheila. Happy Sunday, Grand Rising. So glad to see you up in here. What a blessing to see you on this wonderful Sunday morning. Hope all is well with you and the family. I am grateful. I am so grateful and fortunate and blessed. I don't take none for granted. Y'all come on in. Don't forget to hit the like button and share the live. Today's topic is delayed does not mean denied. Trying to give y'all a few seconds to come in since I did go live earlier than I was supposed to anyway. But I'm going to talk as if I see people. I'm not going to talk with too many pauses waiting on people. And we're going to open up in prayer. Heavenly Father, we come to you this morning on this wonderful Sunday, grateful. Even in the waiting, we say thank you for everyone under the sound of my voice who feels discouraged, who feels forgotten, who feels like their prayers are just sitting in the air. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody cares. Remind them that you are still working. Help us trust you in the delay. Help us grow while we're waiting. Help us not give up 5 minutes before the breakthrough. If it hasn't happened yet, give us peace. If the door hasn't opened yet, give us patience. And if we're being prepared for something bigger, give us strength. We believe what's for us cannot miss us. Delay is not denied. It's just being aligned. In Jesus' name, amen. Whew, come on in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. I hope this resonates with somebody other than me, because I know it hits home for me. If y'all woke up feeling grateful and still believing, drop a heart in the comments, y'all. Drop a heart in the comments. Hit the like button. Share the live. If you want to type something motivational in the comments, type something motivational. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Ocean Waves. Hey, everybody coming in. Happy Sunday, Grand Rising. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Hope all is well with you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And it's Sunday, so we're about to start a new week. So we want to start this week having more faith than ever, not caring about or carrying the load from last week. Like I said, I'm talking to me. I'm talking to me. Resetting your mindset. You got to trust the timing. Because I be trying to do things on my own based off how I feel what could, would, should happen. And that ain't always the way. But that's just the way I always been moving ever since I was a kid. I always wanted to do things my way because I thought my way was the best way. Based off what I thought could happen or what did happen. Thanks for those hearts. Thanks for liking the live stream, y'all. Let's go ahead and like it and share so we can get more word around. Somebody might be really needing to hear this. So we can't wait. We can't let what happened last week or what didn't happen last week make us lose faith this week. Because things don't always go as planned. Hey, January. Y'all know I had totally different plans than what happened to me. And I came home after spending money I didn't have to spend based off what I thought was going to happen and the doctors thought was going to happen. When things changed, then we had to go through another plan all the while, So I was a little upset about that, I like the fact that I was closer. Should something really happen, I was close enough to get there. I liked that part, but I didn't like the part of spending money for a room that I didn't use in the way that it was supposed to be used for, because I don't have extra funds like that. And anytime you guys bless me, I really need it for something else. So I was a little upset about that. So I had to get over that part. I'm like one of those people don't like to waste food. I don't think you got to eat everything on your plate necessarily and get full and sick. But at the same time, don't get more than what you think you'll, what I'm saying? I don't want to just do extra when I don't need to do that. I like everything I do to be intentional and do what it's supposed to do based off the need and what the desire and the goal is. I don't like to go step outside and do no dumb stuff. That's a lot of money, So now I'm on something else. It's a whole new week. And tomorrow I'm going to go and I'm going to bring him home. It's supposed to be Tuesday, but I'm bringing him tomorrow. It might be tomorrow evening, like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock to get released. But I let them know what my goal was. I don't care about that. Look at that notifications. Hey there, Ian. Who else came in? Anybody that I didn't see? I know I see Nikki. I see Ian. I see Sheila. I see January. I appreciate y'all being up in here. I decided to talk about this topic. We opened up with a little prayer. Delayed is not denied. What else that I got? I'll jot these things down so I can, so I can kind of remember what I want to touch on. And if I'm talking and ain't hiding nobody in here, that's fine, because people want to catch the replay and there won't be no bunch of dead air. Delay builds character. Delay protects you from being unprepared. Delay strengthens your faith, because what's for us cannot miss us. What God got our name on, it won't go to the wrong address. You should have an emergency plan at home too, Roxanne, because the reality is if people make decisions in their right mind, got to be prepared for when they not. Right. So what would you suggest? Like, what would that look like? If you want to come up and say it, it's supposed to doing all that typing, you can. I already pinned the link in there. But if you just want to type it, cool. So I'm asking myself, I'm asking y'all, like, what are you waiting on now? Have you ever been delayed, but it worked out better? When it didn't happen when you wanted to, but it was delayed. And then when it happened, it was even better. Keep it charged. Don't let it die. Yeah, let me know what that looked like. What y'all do this weekend? Are y'all cooking today? I might make some macaroni and cheese and some chicken and corn. I think that's what I'm going to cook as soon as I get done with this live. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And again, shout out to everybody who sent me a love gift to help it all happen out. I did get to see Malachi, so it wasn't a wasted trip. It's just that it didn't do what it was supposed to do as far as him coming home. So that's the very disappointing part about that. But hey, everything happened for a reason. I was listening to some gospel music this morning while I was cleaning. I got up to use the bathroom, y'all. I mean, I literally got up. I'm like, I'm about to use the bathroom. And then but you know how you gotta go sometime, but it just ain't quite ready. So I said, I'm gonna clean up. On the spell of the moment, I just started cleaning. When I say clean, I'm talking about cleaning. I did everything but pull everything out the closet, and I did intend to do that. So I swept the whole house, I mopped the whole house, I roach sprayed the whole house. I haven't seen any roaches, but the kids seen maybe 2 in the past 2 weeks. And the people next door got nasty roaches, dirty ass house, and they trying to come over here. But when they get here, they see ain't shit popping, and I keep my house sprayed. So in my house smell like peppermint. Because I use the roach spray that smell like peppermint. I don't buy that Raid crap. I buy the expensive stuff. So when they get a whiff of it, they just turn around. I found 1 dead roach when I was cleaning. So it's working. And plus, I think when I was going out of town, I think the landlord and them came in to spray. I told them they could, and they said they would. So I'm not sure if they did or not. Okay, Ian. But in the meanwhile, y'all drop me a red heart. Let me know you feeling grateful and positive on this Sunday. That no matter what you've been through, that you're going to stand strong. Or type something motivational, inspirational that you're feeling in your heart. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Mm-hmm. All right, we got January. She dropped them hearts. Thank you. I just wasn't feeling going live yesterday, y'all. It was Saturday, and Saturday we be, having it popping and maybe a little drink. And I wasn't feeling it. I had 3 beers. I ain't got no wine, but I had 3 beers. I just wasn't in the mood to go live to be talking about, topics and stuff. This girl. That's what happened when you stay up all night. Now she moaning in her sleep. That's Mahari. Woo! Lord have mercy. Every time I woke up in the middle of the night, she was sitting up watching TV. So was y'all live last night with anybody? Was anybody else live? Am I missing anything? It's a lot going on, y'all. The war and stuff like that. So I be wanting to do these Sundays because there's a lot going on. I'm talking about not personal lives, people that we know personal lives. Then we scroll and we get to see what other people going through, whether we know them or know of them or not. And that's another reason why I want to go get Malachi, because I am not trying to just sit here and then something happen where they ain't letting nobody fly, let nobody travel on those trains. So I'm like, I bet something telling me in my spirit to go get him. Don't wait till Tuesday. Go get him Monday. Because you don't know, they already got some planes ain't flying because they ain't got rid of them TSA stuff. And there's stuff going on with that. And they've been warning us. And at any time, allegedly, Iran, is it Iran that we at war with? Israel / United States versus Iran. And they say anything can happen anytime. So if anything pop out, I at least want us all together. I don't want my family separating. I can't call. Lines ain't working. I can't communicate. I can't travel. So that's another reason why I'm saying I'm going Monday instead of Tuesday. I ain't gonna be here long, y'all. I just pretty much want to come touch bases and see who will scroll through. I know it's morning. Some of y'all getting up, drinking y'all coffee, getting ready for work. Some people going to church. You know, some people had a long night. So I'm hoping and praying that this live stream is being shared and reaches who it needs to reach. And this is what we're going to be doing every Sunday, about 10 a.m. Central Time. Sometimes we'll have one longer than others. Just depends on the vibe and the engagement. If nobody is here, then I can't really keep it going. I could just sit here by myself and talk, which I ain't got no problem doing that for so long. But I am getting hungry, so I'm going to give it about 10 more minutes. See if anybody want to come up or type something, or hey, like I said, y'all catch the replay. Go ahead and type all that good motivational, inspirational stuff. Type the replay and share the live. You say, Rox, I watched your rebuild series yesterday. Oh, okay. Right, the Ready Rocks rebuild. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'll never forget about it. But you know what I'm saying? I hadn't thought about it in about probably like 3 weeks. I thought about it. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was clear, understandable, and stuff like that. I hate to be saying stuff and talking about stuff and people still don't know what I'm talking about. I could confuse myself sometimes. I sure appreciate that. And don't forget to share it, you know. Share it. Somebody else might really be like, oh, this is me. I'm going through this. Because I'm steady trying to reach people to subscribe to the channel and rock with me that is just like me, who is a guardian of their niece, nephews, grandkids, stuff like that. You don't have to be grandparents necessarily, but anybody that has became guardian over other people's kids. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you, January. Thanks everybody who sent me a love gift. I appreciate y'all. Y'all came through. Y'all showed up and showed out. I'm hoping and praying my funds hit tomorrow. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to go. My funds, if they hit tomorrow morning, but the other ones I'm expecting it's not gonna come in time for me to go. And that's gonna be messed up because Malachi gonna be mad. He expecting me to come. And we don't get our little YouTube checks tomorrow until I don't get that till like 11:30. The train being left by then. And it's only going to be $100. So, but push come to shove, I'll just go by myself. I'll leave the kids here with my nephew. I just don't like to do that. That's too far away if something happened. And he has to go in and out the house, in and out the house. I don't want them here by themselves when I'm 3.5 hours away. That's too risky. But if he going to stay in with them and not go nowhere, other than that next door, his house, because you know he live next door to me. But yeah, but I'm talking about like taking a ride to the store and hanging out and all that stuff. I don't want that. I'll just take them with me. You said you, Virgo, and Capricorn think just alike. Yeah, we do got a lot of similarities. We both kind of bossy too. We want to run stuff our way because we think our way is the best way. And a lot of times it do be. I just think, and I'm basing this, what I'm saying about Capricorns based off my cousin. My cousin Capricorn, and she reminded me we got a lot in common. She older than me. She like, what, 2 or 3 years older than me? Yeah, she 2 years old. Wait a minute, how old am I? Yeah, she 3 years older than me. And we grew up together as kids. She was always the teacher. You know, she always, we went to the theaters by herself. My grandmother started letting her take us instead of her going with us. She was 12 and she ran shit. She Capricorn all day long, baby. Capricorn's in order. They have order. They take care of business. You know, and make it so good. She the type of Capricorn that cook, clean, keep her house clean, keep herself up, smelling good, looking good. Always doing for other people, especially kids. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It don't be in no negative way or no like I'm the boss, do what I say do. No, it'd be like, cause it's like a good it's like a good suggestion. It's a good way to do it. Even when it comes to planning trips or looking for jobs and going on outings. I am that same Capricorn. See? You sure you ain't my cousin, Lori? You might just come, because you know, you might just be coming under another name, cuz you my cousin. Too funny. Hey y'all, come on in. We are here for Sunday's inspirational live stream, and the title is Delayed Does Not Mean Denied. Come on in, hit that like button, share the live. Go ahead and support the channel. Become a member today. And you can send your girl super thanks, super sticker, PayPal or Zelle. I will be leaving out in the morning. The plan is to leave at 9. Well, get on the train and it leaves at 9:16. And I'm going to give them enough time to do what they got to do. I probably won't show up there till between, I say 3 and 5 o'clock to pick him up. That way he been had this little session and the doctor have enough time to write up the prescriptions and write the orders and release and all. However they got to do that stuff when they release you from the hospital. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Because if he can go home Tuesday morning, what's the difference than Monday evening? Monday evening ain't nothing. And the nurse says she don't see it being no problem. She gonna let them know that I'm coming Monday after 3 instead of Tuesday morning. So she didn't see no problem. So she is January. I think her birthday is January 5th. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, January 5th. I just talked to her yesterday too. For the first time in a few months. She moved out to Vegas from Chicago. But she visits Chicago. I love Chicago, y'all. I do. I really enjoy staying downtown at that little shabby hotel. It just has so much nostalgia. I'm born and raised there. Been all over North Side, West Side, South Side, beach, activities, performances, African performances, dancing, Black Expo, Columbia College. Just so many good memories. What? You say yours the 4th? Oh, wow. Yeah, my goodness. That is too funny. Yeah, I got a lot in common. And I think she's 62. I'm finna be 6. I'm 59, 6 months. Yeah, she's 62. Look, she's 3 years older than me. My cousin was something else, boy. She was boss. I remember one time we was kids, and it was this boy named Scooby that we used to all kind of hang out with. Oh, I forgot to order some pop. Kyle, you gotta go get my pops downstairs in 1 minute. You gotta let them in and get my little orange Fanta pop. It was this boy named Scooby. We was all probably like 9, 10, 11. We was somewhere up in that. 9, 10, 11, 12 at the most. And we used to play with Scooby, or we used to watch Scooby play with the boys, you know. And Scooby was kind of tired looking. You know, Scooby wasn't no looker. Scooby was kind of like what the kids would call poor and bummy and not really good looking. Especially for a kid. You know, we sensitive. We want a cute boyfriend. And my cousin would make her sister say you like Scooby. Say you like Scooby. She would not say it. She made her eat some cat food until she said it. Oh my goodness. He said, if God see fit, I will move out of the country. Yeah. I'm thinking about Japan, child. Thailand, Japan, somewhere. Because baby, they trying to get rid of us. Look like it, like they trying to. Ooh, child. That's why a lot of people keep saying, make sure you prayed up and you repent and you've done all the things. You fix what you can fix. You repent and you ask God for forgiveness and treat people and ask them for forgiveness. Whatever you didn't did, because you don't know. Even just on regular, life ended for you. Sickness, don't wake up, car accident, anything can happen to take you out of here. But knowing that at any moment them folks can drop something on our head based off what this man them this allegedly what they have done or trying to do, and we gotta suffer because there's really nothing you can do about it. We just hope and pray that God don't allow it to happen, and it's just another thing that we just get past. But even if it never happened, we still need to be prayed up. We still need to be repenting and changing our life and doing better. You said Bali, Thailand, and your choice. Oh, you never heard of Bali? Yeah, but I've looked into Thailand and I can switch all my Social Security benefits and everything there. I'm like, if I move to Thailand, do I have to give up my benefits? Like, no, you can just, I don't know. If your bank is located in Thailand, you can just still keep your same bank. But let's say your bank not in Thailand. You know you about to move there. You just got to change your stuff over to a bank before you get there, because you already know you move. You set the day, you look for a place. It's just a matter of making it happen. So that's just one of them things. Like, the lights need to be changed, turned on. Your apartment got to be ready to move in. And them apartments like $300 a month, $600. And they look immaculate. They have like big security and pool. Apartments is wonderful. Hey, Deborah, come on in, lady. Happy Sunday. Today's title is Delayed Does Not Mean Denied. Delayed does not mean delay. I opened up in prayer today. I'm on it today. I want y'all to hit that like button, share the live. Give me a red heart if y'all feeling good on this Sunday morning. You feeling grateful in spite of whatever you're going through. You feel sick, if you've got the flu, COVID, or walking pneumonia, give me a red heart. Because it's going around, y'all. Another strain of the COVID, allegedly, and a walking pneumonia, allegedly, is going around. And they say if you got a bad cough more than 5 to 7 days, you need to go to the doctor. I'm just sharing what I learned. You said, I do believe that God will shield us chosen ones from that attack if it should happen. Ooh, child. We know it's very possible. That's why I'm like, let me go get my grandson, because the devil is a lie. Whatever may happen to us as a family, or whatever we may have to witness, we're going to witness it together. Because that would just, you know what I'm saying? I try to throw it out my head. And that's another reason why I don't want to leave them here while I go. Even when I'm going, anything can happen. Any little step we take. While I'm live right now, something can happen. So I'm just asking God to cover us all, the creator of heaven and earth. We are grateful and thankful and repent of our sins. Please, Father God, forgive me of my sins, whatever they are. Because some of them I know, and some I don't, intentionally, I'm not intentionally trying to do, but it just is what it is. And I ain't the type of person that believe every little thing is a sin. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Oh, there go Ayan. I'm sorry. I wasn't even looking at the screen at that time. Let me turn up my volume. Hold on. So I can hear you talking. All right. Come on in, lady. How you doing?
Great day. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good now. I be having my
Am I
volume on.
echoey?
You fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I'm in the garden. But no, what I was saying was make sure that you are medically prepared to deal with any situations that occur. So that means CPR, first aid. You might have to take a course in knowing how to deal and de escalate mental illness. Just depends. But I
Okay.
would definitely make sure that you guys have an emergency plan.
Okay. So I need to call. Who would I call about getting a CPR course? Hospital or what?
Hospitals, some places do them for free. You said you're in Chicago. I
No,
can get
I'm in
some
Wilmington.
information.
I'm in
Huh?
Bloomington, Illinois. I'm in Bloomington.
And Bloomington. Okay, Bloomington. I'll look it up for you and I'll send that to you. But you
Okay.
definitely, because you're dealing with a medical situation, you need to be medically prepared.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because, like you say, a lot of times when we call for emergency assistance, it don't always go the way we plan,
Exactly.
especially with our men of our
Yeah,
nationality. We know that don't always end well. So
yeah,
you
they
need to
told
be
me.
the first line of defense to protect him
Right.
from
Even the
himself
police, they came.
and from them. Right,
The woman police said, don't call us for him. Call
right,
211 because we're not really equipment. You don't want it to go bad.
right. Because they're not even really equipped to deal with mental illness. We see how
Right.
that turns out a lot of times.
Exactly. Yeah, well, thanks for letting me know that because I wasn't even thinking
You're
about that
welcome.
point. I
Oh
really
no,
was.
that's definitely something that you have to do. I've worked in the medical mental ward at the hospital. That's why I
Hmm.
say I've been in every situation, emergency situation that you can possibly think of. Like I said, I have an adult child that has epilepsy, and she can't eat edibles, and she's done it a couple of times,
Hmm.
and I had to be the person to sit up all night, you know, to make sure that she's safe and
Hey,
everybody else in
Pastor
the
Ken.
household is safe,
Oh, well,
because it
you
can
get
have, an effect on her brain where she's not thinking straight.
right.
And when a person isn't thinking straight, they don't always do what's right.
Yeah, exactly. Because they feel
And
how they feel, they're gonna react based off how
right,
they feel. Not that it's
exactly.
true, not that you trying
Hmm.
to hurt them, anybody trying to hurt them. If they feel like they in danger, they gonna try to protect themselves or to go out the door or run or scream.
Fight or flight.
Yeah.
And even with, I know you said mentioned something before about him locking his bedroom door. Are the locks still on his bedroom door?
Oh, yep, it is. I need to get
Because you
that off.
probably need to remove that too.
Good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna
And
get
then
that
if
off
there's another bedroom, you might have to put a lock on that one to protect yourselves,
today. Right.
just in case there's a situation.
Right, because his door got a lock, but ours don't.
Right. And it should be the
And
opposite.
it wasn't even working. All this time wasn't working. We've been here since May. And we'll push that and lock and push it. It would never lock. But baby, he went through that little
On that
situation.
on that day it did, right? Because he probably fixed it.
Yeah.
He probably fixed it.
Oh my goodness.
Because like I said,
Hey,
they
Cheryl.
don't really, they're just doing, they're not thinking the process through. They're
Right.
just doing whatever those voices are telling them to do. That's what they're doing,
Yeah.
good or bad.
That is crazy though. They actually hear voices.
Hmm. They
He
do.
said his voices be saying, reminding him and saying stuff like he is no good, like he's bad and he's a lame, stuff like that, like stuff when he was
Voices
bullied.
that think things that other people have said to him,
Yeah,
and it's just replaying in his mind.
yeah. Like when that time I told y'all about when he was on the school bus and that boy drew a picture of a penis and told him to suck it, and all the kids used to fight on the bus because they was messing with him. Being from Bloomington and then going to Chicago with the hood kids, a totally different experience. So that's what he's replaying in his head. So now the kids at school, he was
Hmm.
thinking, he ain't thinking it now no more, but he was thinking that they was talking about. Right now, he think he ready to go to school. I'm not gonna let him go yesterday. I'm gonna see how he act a couple of days first.
Hmm.
Because he's talking like his regular self, laughing and remembering things like, man, I can't believe I did that. Whoa, man, grandma, did this happen or am I just tweaking? And I'll be like, yeah, that happened. That's where he at now with.
Hmm. Like he's in disbelief that those voices could make him do something that he wouldn't normally do.
Right. It's like he in disbelief that he was even acting that way, like being quiet and accusing us or whatever. His
Hmm.
voice even changed. His voice don't even sound the same. His voice sound
Hmm.
like it did before all this. But when he was going through the psychosis, And he'll be just sitting there in the room. We try to ask him a question, just staring, won't even hardly blink, staring. And then he'll say something as you get ready to leave out. You'll be like, what? You heard me. His voice sound like woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to now, grandma. Now he back to grandma. Guess what? Blah, 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 blah. This is Tone. He always been quiet. But then he was going through that. It was, I know what's going on. Y'all trying to play with me. I know exactly what's going on. Like he had that force in his whole voice, the deepness changed. I like that. Let me get out my grandson. The devil is a lie. That's why I was talking like, boy, you better go on. That thing, he throwing all his stuff out. He asked about his stuff. I said, I went outside and got, well, my nephew went outside and got his stuff. Said, you threw it all out the window. I said, I got some pictures for you to remind you. Some stuff he remembered, and other stuff is like cloudy. I said, you're going to have to take this medicine because the doctor said you were going to be okay. If you don't do the drugs no more and you take the medicine for probably 5 or 6 months, you should be just fine to your normal self. But if you go out there popping pills and mess with drugs, you can be right back in here or someplace worse.
So, and like you said, he knows the outcome of doing the drugs because the very situation happened with his mom.
Exactly.
Which brings me to this question for you. It's a hard question, but I just wanted to ask you, do you think that he was looking to get the same result? And he's angry that he didn't?
I don't think so, but I believe there was an underlying issue with him. And when he was being hard-headed and doing the THC, because you know they legalized the THC. He was even getting it in the mail. I had no clue. Because he would get his little monthly allowance or some money from somebody, and he'll get stuff in the mail, and sometimes it might be some lights for his room, the little blinker lights. I'm used to him ordering stuff, but this time I decided to be nosy, and that's how I found out. I had no clue they was doing this legally, and now they got him in the smoke shops. So now, from the time that I didn't even know what's going on up until now, the pill is what kicked it off, the Xanax being laced, but him doing THC all this time, and that was something he was occasionally doing, that triggered it. That made it, the lace Xanax, kick off even worse. If it had just been a vape with some nicotine, it wouldn't have did nothing. It just would have been nicotine, and you know what cigarettes do. You know what nicotine do. But it didn't clash with no Xanax. It was the THC that they legalized in the smoke shops, at the gas stations. And I told him, I said, anytime the government or whoever make these laws legalize something like that, you know it's against you. They ain't legalizing that for nothing. And one of my friend's son passed away from that. Right after my daughter.
And the only reason that I asked is because most times they do understand what they're doing. And they know the outcome could possibly be unaliving. And because you've already experienced this with your mom, what would make you go and do exactly what she did unless you want the same result? And because you didn't get that result, now you're angry that you didn't get the result and you're lashing out on everybody. And that's where that's where the attacks come from. Because now I'm angry that I didn't succeed. And I may have made things worse for myself.
Well, he jumped on my nephew, and my nephew had to put him down. He was like, kill me.
Yep.
Just kill me.
That's what I thought, though. I wanted to talk to you about that, because I really think that was his ultimate goal, but he didn't succeed. And he has a greater purpose. That's why it didn't succeed. But he has to know what that greater purpose is. Because you only get so many opportunities.
Right.
It's like you can't keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. Eventually, you're going to succeed in what it is that you wanted to do.
Right.
But he's been given another opportunity.
Yep, you're right, Cheryl. Now they they have therapy in there, and they know he talk about his mom and stuff like that. So now he got to continue it. I said, I'm gonna have the pills, and you're gonna take it every day, and you're gonna go to your therapy once a week. And once we see the growth and you really are on point, because this right now is like this is your testing stage. Are you gonna do the right thing? You can say all day long, you can act better. The medicine seems to be working, and the reason why you couldn't get out because you crashed out. So they have to make sure they give you the right dosage. Do they need to change it? What's causing this? Is there underlying health issues? Is there diabetes going on? Did he have strep throat? Did he have COVID? They trying to figure out some things before they release you, so you don't have to end up back in the hospital next day. So that's why I had to explain. That's why I was trying to explain him why ain't nobody trying to keep you in. It's a short-term place. They got a revolving door. They got more people trying to get in. So they ain't trying to keep you. They trying to help you so you don't have to come back. And you have everything you need, all your instructions, your medicine to last you till you get into your own doctor's office to get the next prescription. We don't want no lapse. We don't want no 2 pills and then you try to make an appointment with somebody and they got to go through all this and it's going to take long and you ain't got the medicine. No, we're going to go home right. Good morning. Yeah, that's what they try and figure out. They saying it's looking like, the psychosis from the pill caused the psychosis, but they feel like there's an underlying mental issues that might have been there that we didn't really see. That's when has anybody in the family suffered from this? Has he shown any signs of that? You know what I'm saying? So they thinking that if it was already there and by him doing what he did, boom, it just came out now because it was already
And
there.
it could be anything as simple as depression, stress, anxiety, any of those things.
Exactly. So yeah, it's
I
I
just
was
want you to be medically prepared, and the girls, because that situation could have even caused them trauma. Like they could be scared of him from this point on, just
yeah,
because of his actions. And he will sense that, like that energy, that change in energy. Even when he comes home, he's going to feel that
yeah.
something is not the same,
He was feeling it before he left. He was
and it's
saying
gonna scare, and that's gonna scare him.
mhm,
So he's got a lot of work to do, but he can do it. Well,
yeah,
all y'all got a lot of work to do.
sure do. He said good morning, excuse me. Yeah, yeah, he most definitely got a little bipolar for just based off me. I ain't no doctor, but I'm just going by what I know about the signs and people and stuff I've seen and people in my family been diagnosed with what I've been diagnosed with. I would say he has a touch of bipolar. Yeah, bipolar with a little paranoia. I wouldn't say paranoid schizophrenic, but I will say some paranoia. Now my little brother paranoid schizophrenic. He do
So it
stuff
does
too
run in the
based on,
family.
yeah.
Okay.
His grandma on his dad's side is paranoid schizophrenic. His dad touched with something, because she talks to the walls and she hits the walls with the broomstick saying, "Get out my walls." When she leaves to go to church or go to the grocery store, she takes all her lotions, perfumes, anything that you can take a top off of. She put it in bags, looking like a bag lady, and take them because she don't want them people to go in there and poison her stuff. This is what she tell me at home out.
So he has issues on both sides,
Yeah,
like mental and emotional. Okay. So he's fighting a lot generational. This is what I mean when I was talking about generational curses that are passed down from generation to generation. And if you don't deal with them, it makes it harder for future generations because
yeah,
it's just stuff piled on top of stuff. And I hate to say it, but people always make excuses for immorality, whether they saved, believers or not. It's like you gotta cleanse that stuff. Because if you don't, what kind of future generation are we gonna have? The ones we got
right.
today? Like
Yeah. I
so
agree, Sheila.
he got a lot of work to do.
And
He
they
gotta
do.
cleanse that bloodline.
They said something about Depakote. I had Depakote before.
Oh
When I
no.
first.
No, 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 no. That's not a good one at all. That will increase suicidal thoughts in some people.
Hmm.
It will make things worse.
I
Because
didn't like how I got initiated.
they use that as a seizure med too, and my daughter started cutting because of that
Hmm.
medicine. So we had to take her completely off. So just depends on, what works for him. But Depakote is not I haven't heard good reviews about Depakote at all. from men and
I didn't
women.
like how it made me gain weight, so they took me off. Anytime I was taking some type of medicine and I didn't like it, the way it made me feel, I tell them they take me off because I'm not gonna take it. So you just be practicing. You're gonna send me home with a prescription, and I ain't like I'll give it a benefit of the doubt to make sure because I was going through a tough time at that time. Right now, I'm not on nothing. I'm not. I'm not even in therapy right now. Haven't been
And that's where you want to be, not taking prescription drugs at all, because who
right.
wants to take that just to live?
Right. That's why
You
she just said
actually
he gonna
need
have to
this
take
to,
all his life just to get him settled. And she figured
right.
maybe about 5 or 6 months, and he should be good. He shouldn't have to take nothing else because he's so young. His brain is still
Hmm.
developing, and he got a chance.
Right.
But he just can't do drugs no more. If you're gonna be hard headed, you're gonna go pop pills. Which I don't think he's gonna pop pills. I think he's gonna go try to smoke weed. That's what I think he's gonna do. Whenever he get a
So you
chance,
so you think he's going to have a coping mechanism?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I think.
Okay.
I talked to him about it yesterday. I said, you can't go out thinking about doing nothing. I don't want you vaping nicotine, cigarettes, nothing. He said, yeah, you're right, Grandma. I ain't thinking about that right now. But I do want to smoke weed, later. Not no
So
THC, though. I want some real weed.
so what he needs to do then is to learn to grow his own. So then he knows where it's coming from and what's in it.
How do you do
From
that?
from from seed to plant.
Lent is coming up. So something asks God to deliver him. That's the best way. Okay. Thank you. Pat J. Cheryl said, yes, God bless you against all odds. Thank you, Cheryl. Hey, Crystal, where you been all my life? He
And
said,
I
thank you
understand
for
about God. God will deliver us from things, but we have work to do too. Jesus had a lot of work to do. It's not just God gonna handle it and God gonna do it. What are you prepared to do with your own human basic development skills?
Wait a
There's
minute. You
stuff that
say
you gotta do.
real weed is THC. Hold on. What's the medicinal weed then? What is that? Is that the same as the THC?
No, that medicinal weed is just like everything else that they feed in humanity. It's chemicals.
And based off who taking it and what situation they got underlying, whether they know it or not, it could affect anybody just based off this chemical. And you don't know if it's gonna make you act one way and the next person takes the same thing, they might not trip at all.
And that's the same thing with prescription drugs. It does different things to different people because of the chemical reaction. That's why they have so many side effects, because these are things that people have said have happened because they've been taking this medication.
He said, I've been around. He said, up morning later, I've been seeing the same person leaving a rude ass comment under post when you ask for PayPals. Oh, well, I ain't seen them. Shit. And I'm gonna keep asking if I want to. Closed mouth don't get fed. I don't give a damn about hearing no. I still ask Tony right now. It's a day for money. Shit. I ain't never been scared to ask nobody for shit. All you can do is say no or don't answer. No, don't hurt me because I know how to say no, hell to the no, fuck no. I'm good at saying no. So I got to be able to take it too. If I can dish it out, I can take it. Yeah, I expect that, but I ain't seen them. If you see them, then just ignore it. Report it. Child. Hey, Denise. Good morning and chat. Peace, blessings, love to all of you. Right back at you, Denise. Happy Sunday. Cajun Peach in the building says all THC, where recreational or medicinal. So you mean to where's the regular weed at from the 70s and the 80s? What happened to the ganja? What happened to that? Do that not exist anymore, or has it always been that way? Because I ain't never been no weed smoker. It always the couple of times I tried to smoke weed, I felt paranoid. I felt like people laughing at me, and I had itching and scratching and shit, or mouth dry. I don't like the way that made me feel. Give me a bottle of wine, and I'm all good.
But any coping mechanism, you got to look at it from, just like you were saying about Tony being an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start, that little bit that you started with that gave you that euphoric feeling, you have to keep increasing it because your body becomes accustomed to it. So the more you keep increasing it, the worse you're gonna feel, the worse your organs are gonna feel.
Oh, I'm so glad I ain't never addicted to nothing like that. Oh my God. I'd rather be addicted to food if I had to have an addiction than to be addicted to alcohol or addicted to drugs
Hmm.
or
And it's
addicted to
like,
relationships.
and it's like, why does it always have to be a negative one? Why
Right.
can't it be something positive? And that's what I mean when I say there's other options. Why it's always got to be something negative? It ain't always got to, you have a choice. You just got to see that there's multiple choices.
Oh, you say Delta 9. I ain't never heard of y'all. She said, Rox, have you thought about getting him cannabis card in Illinois? He can go to the dispensary. How do I go about
Mm-mm.
doing that? THC is not in all cannabis. That's why you go to the dispensary. They're alternative. So you can just go into a dispensary and buy what you want. You don't need to have no prescription or no nothing. You just go in there and buy it. Is that what you're saying?
It used to be that you had to have a card, but they've opened it up for everybody because
Say we
they can
smoke.
make it in large supply because it's chemicals. It's not the real thing. It's just like your food.
Right.
It's chemicals. It's not the real thing.
THC unless you smoking Delta 9. I ain't never heard no Delta 9. All these names. That baby don't need marijuana, Rox. He does not, absolutely does not. Please hit me, Rox. He does not need that. And that's what I told him. You ain't got no business smoking on nothing. What the hell you smoking on it for? You just 17. I'll be 18 to it. You
Hmm.
still don't know shit. When you gonna be 18, you still gonna be just an 18-year-old person. Still trying to figure out life. You ain't gonna have shit. You don't know shit. You still trying to get to the shit. And you gonna mess up whatever prospects you got by trying to keep on worrying about some goddamn weed. What was you doing before you started smoking weed? Playing your
How
goddamn
was he?
game.
How was he dealing with life then? Right? Yeah,
Right.
you're right. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot, but the work got to be done because we can't keep going on like this.
Bullshit ain't nothing but chewed up grass.
Just doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's
You say
insanity.
ask his doctor about trying alternative medicine. Yeah, we're gonna get to the root of it. And just coming here acting like you just normal and ain't and you ready just to go back and you finna go hang with your but you can't hang with them. That's what they doing. You
Hmm.
it don't line up with
Can't go
what you
back
say.
to the same environment.
Right. Your goals that you writing down, and you've been telling me these goals. It ain't just something new you didn't came out your ass with just to go home. You've been saying this type of stuff that you want to do for about a year now. And don't line up with the people you been around. They ain't on what you trying to do. They just living their life and telling you that, trying to make you feel like a lame because you got to answer to your grandma. And you 17, and the fuck you do got to answer to me.
Hmm.
When you 18 and you still live here, you got to answer to me. If you 21 and you still live here, you got to answer to me. You get a little more freedom as you grow older, make more decisions and stuff like that. I give you a key, you come in later, but you ain't gonna be just, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever you want to
Wilding
do.
out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
no. Your mama lived with me when she was 30 and she had to go by rules. You think because you 18, 20,
And
finna be 18?
it's not even just rules, it's just respect.
Right. Exactly. I
Respect my
said them
house.
guys that's telling you that
Respect
stuff.
our house.
They don't have no mamas and aunties and daddies to nurture them and see about them and give them some guidelines and you know what I'm saying about how they supposed to.
Hmm.
Well, I feel like I should be able to go wherever, and you don't need to know as long as I'm back before curfew.
Look,
No,
they
that's
wish
how so
they
many people
look
don't know.
they wish they had a praying grandmother.
It want to make it like you the odd one out. Yeah, I know it's not the norm for a lot of teens out here because they stay in trouble. They stay with ankle monitors on. They go back and forth. They on drugs. They off the drugs. They in the hospital. They fighting. And we live in a place where it ain't even
Most of them
necessary.
running the household. Most of them is running the household. The mama ain't even in control. The grandma ain't in control either. The kids in control.
The daddy ain't
And
in
it
control.
shows.
This
Right.
boy next door got a whole daddy living here. And you wouldn't be able to tell. You can't do shit with that boy. You could have stayed with the mom. But the mama put him out because she got a new man and the man can't get along with him. I'm like, oh,
And that's
God.
why I said these are the examples. If the parents are the examples and they're not even adequately functioning, I can't see how the kids gonna survive.
Exactly.
The adults ain't is half-assing it. The adults ain't even got their shit together. They immoral. They out here making excuses to sin and still hollering God this and God that. Stop making excuses
Right.
and just do the right thing so that your kids can do the right thing because they have an example of what the right thing is. And if
Ain't
you
no
really
way
don't know
I'm
what the
gonna
right
have one
thing
of my
is, just
child.
admit that.
But a lot of the problems started from when they was being big. I'm just basing this off what I've seen. Now these
Hmm.
same folk been knowing ever since my daughter had her babies and they friends and they start having their babies. They wasn't treating their babies the way that my daughter and me was raising her babies. We get in their ass, we discipline them, we tap their hand, regular shit that most parents would do naturally, you would think. But you got some parents, even some people, some of y'all may know or could think of, they kids wilding out, screaming, tearing the house up like peach kids. Don't teach them to pick up after themselves. They get to say anything. They cussing, and they laughing at it. It's cute. Now this what you got it at 16, 15. You got this now because you didn't do that. Now, well, my daughter kids, they got their hands tapped. They was made to go to dance class, after school programming, and clean up after themselves, come in and eat. What did you say? They grew up like that. That's the norm. They always had a village around them on a regular basis, the same people to instill this in them. But y'all laughing, y'all kidding. I told y'all to whoop y'all kids' ass when they was laughing at that shit when they was 2 years old. Y'all laugh, all right. See, you just now you can't do shit with them. You thought it was cute. You say I'm just suggesting alternative pharmaceutical. I hear you. I appreciate
I
all y'all
and
comments.
even
Yeah.
with the whooping, you all it should take is you saying something, and out of respect, they just
Thank you,
oblige
Katie,
because
for
they
coming.
know that you know what you're talking about because they respect you because they see the life that you live. It ain't even about popping. I don't whoop. Whoop for what? When I say what
Right.
I said, that's what I mean. And out of respect, the kids just do what they're told to do
And
because they see the life that you live. Kids are sponges. They do what they see you do. So a lot of these kids that's whooping on their parents is because they saw somebody whooping on their parents.
but in my opinion, they need their ass whooped. If you whoop that ass, I mean, I don't mean with no belt and all that. I mean, if you tag that ass, tap them hands real good, take that pants down, tap that ass when they 2 and 3, you ain't got to do it no more. You ain't gonna have to do it no more. But if if they touch the fire and you keep on stopping them, and they don't know what the fire really gonna feel like, and then you keep stopping them, you always there to save the day. So by the
Well,
time y'all get,
the only reason I say that is because I have had a daycare and I see how the parents and the child relationship is. I don't have to whoop. You might have to whoop, but when they come to me, they're going to listen to what I'm saying. I'm not gonna pop because I can't pop. I'm the
right,
babysitter. So,
right.
but you're going to do what I
That's
say,
why
and
they
when they're
gotta
in
get it
my
done at
presence,
home. Do
and
that
when
shit
they're
at
in my
home.
presence, they do what I say, even if the mom and daddy is there. And they're like, wow, they respect you more than they respect me. That's because you don't respect yourself, and they know
Right.
that.
They ain't supposed to listen to you. Even if you try to tell them
They
something, just be like, you
exactly,
will.
exactly.
I stand
Kids
on
are
what I stand
sponges.
on. And I told them I didn't raise you.
They watch what you do. If they see that you're not respecting yourself, they're not gonna respect you either.
Yeah.
Because they know you really ain't about that life.
Said, I truly care about them, and I know it's not a way for him to go in other cases. I would say try it, but not him, not for this reason. You said there are many options like acupuncture for healing. I just don't believe giving a kid a pill is the only option for mental health. Oh, of course not. You're absolutely right. Hey, Kim, rocks don't get him anything with weed in it. Do the medicine the doctor's giving. Alternative medicine don't work for everybody. Holistic medicine doesn't work for everybody. You said, Sheila, those things you speak of are expensive and they don't take insurance. You have to pay out of pocket. I'm going to fight to the death for mine. I'm going to go to bet. I ain't giving up. I'm not going to like send my child somewhere. If you know what I'm saying, like some mothers do, send them because, oh, let the daddy take. You know, the daddy ain't shit. He ain't working with a full daddy. His ass stay fighting over there. That's why they got to move now. I'm trying to talk low. I want them to hear me. They live right next to
They all fighting generational curses.
me. Fighting each other too. And
Right.
they tearing up the walls and shit.
That's
Every
why I
time
say
you look
it's
up.
impossible for you to help somebody fight generational curses if you're fighting your own generational curses. You got to learn how to do it first.
Right.
You got to perfect that first before you can help somebody else. Otherwise, y'all just two people lost trying to fight generational curses. You got to do the work.
Right. House just dirty, just nasty. That sounds a lot. If you're a whole grown woman living with a grown man, y'all a couple, and y'all got kids, and your house look like Sanford the Son, like a quarter house. That's some mental issues going on over there. That ain't just because you trifling and dirty. And if you trifling dirty, it's some mentally underlying going on to be trifling and dirty. Who the fuck in they right now want to be trifling and dirty? Who want roaches and rats?
Mm-hmm.
Some ain't going on. Some ain't clicking right. You said, I agree. Things are expensive. Hell yeah. Exactly. My children are 35, 33, and to this day, they know not to try me. And when they were younger, I did not have to whoop them because my voice was enough. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't
That's
get too
how the
many
great
whoopings.
grandmamas used to do it. They can just look at you from across the room and you
Right.
straighten up.
Right. Like Malachi, he would put his hands in the toilet and get water. So yeah, you like spank his hand for that. Like, why are you doing that? You can just ask for some water. Like, nobody never denying you nothing. Had number snacks and stuff we shouldn't even give you. So it was just certain things that let me know, like maybe something ain't quite clicking. You know what I'm saying? Just little things like
Mm-hmm.
some kind of the slowness of the voice and the memory and keeping the room dirty. I have to keep on getting on him about. All you have to do is you take your coat off, you just put it up on the hook. All you got to do is take your clothes off, they dirty, put them in the bag. It's right here for you. It's like, why you can't manage to do it? Now it makes sense because you've been on this shit. It's made you like in a whole nother world. You ain't really focused on how you really living in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to make it make sense. Now I'm putting the pieces together, analyzing stuff. When he first went there too, I'm like, so now it makes sense why. So how long you been
And, it,
doing
and,
it?
it, and eventually these characteristics and traits were going to show themselves. It's
They
just
just
that it's
yeah,
showing itself now that he's about to hit adulthood because his hormones are changing.
exactly. You say not Saffron, son. Yeah, child. They was arguing with somebody like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And the girl was outside the door cussing them out, saying, "Oh, your house dirty as fuck anyway." Oh my God. Always fighting. I mean, shooting guns. I'm so glad they gotta
And,
move. I don't want nobody to get put out, but hell, it's either you or me.
and
I
ain't
just
nothing normal about that, but people think
right.
that stuff is normal.
Now the little boy, he goes in the hallway. At least he used to. He go in the hallway with his little Bluetooth, and it's loud. I mean, he blasts. I go out there, boy. If you don't turn that shit off, this is a little bad boy that be pistol whooping people. He do shit.
What?
Yeah, he bad. This is who my grandson, because they knew each other. Both their moms been on each other since they was 15 years old. So they was born at the same time and kind of grew up a little bit together. But then they separated when we moved, and he stayed here. Like he the one moved to Chicago. You would think his ass grew up in Chicago. He grew up right here in this old Pleasantville ass boring town, but acting like he about that life. Boy, you don't. That's how I know something mentioned ain't right. How the fuck you turn out like you grew up in the hood in Jersey somewhere? No, Project Marcy Apartments or something.
Mm-mm-mm.
Crazy. Like, boy, that ain't you. These 2000 babies are different. This generation crash out and don't care. Yes, baby, he is something else. I tell him, you won't turn that shit out. Yeah, like, okay, mom. You call me mom. I'm like, y'all got to go in the house. This is not, people pay rent here. People go to work. People want to be at peace. People don't want to walk in the building after work hard all day and y'all sitting here looking like y'all about to do a drive-by. Like I want
Traumatizing everybody in the building, huh?
I'll make my
Ain't
grandson
nowhere
tell
in the
me.
world.
You say you going to his house, he live right next door. You should be in his house. I get it. Y'all ain't got much to do. Y'all can't stay here for no hours. Okay, 5, 6 minutes, chop it up and go on. Well, y'all, but you can't just y'all sit here like like it's
That's
a
too
piece of
much
work.
idle time. They need something to do. There's no reason that you should be sitting
And
around
he
just
got a
not doing
job.
anything.
The
Nothing
little,
productive.
the little boy got a job and go to school.
Mm-mm.
And his daddy said, I can't do nothing because you ain't whooped his ass when he was younger. If you had to whoop this ass when he got out of pocket with you when he was 5, 4, 3, you wouldn't have to do it no more. You might not have ever did it at all if you had to stood up on business, but that one ass whooping they never forget, and you ain't got to whoop the ass no more. I don't be whooping them. I don't whoop no damn kids.
If you had corrected those characteristics and traits within yourself, they wouldn't have passed down another generation. How about that? You'd have done the work.
But
It
shit.
wouldn't have passed down in the bloodline. It would have ended with you. And that's what I keep saying about these generational curses. People just don't, it's not getting through when I say that. If you deal with those dysfunctional characteristics and traits, future generations will not have to because you have cleansed it. You put an end to it. It's not going to keep going on and on and on and on and on for
Right.
centuries and civilizations.
Well, I went
But the
through,
reason it's going on and on and on because people still doing it
you
without
say
no good cause.
35, 33, and 31 the age. He turned 36, 34, and 32 in 2026. Yeah, God willing, I'll be 60. I'm looking forward to enjoying my life. I don't want to have my life as the grandmother that's stressed out because of this and that. No, the natural life stresses you out because it's life. You know, unforeseen things happen. You have a job, you ain't got a job. You know what I'm saying? You got sick. You did everything you could. You didn't realize, you know, you got a cold. You had a broken heart from a relationship. That's the normal things in life. And you can even get over that shit in 15 minutes. But when you making decisions that affect everybody, environment, and they life and they heart, you can get us put out. Now, the people then sent me a whole fucking video of this boy and some other boys in the hallway. Now, my grandson went in the hospital. He might have
You would
actually
have been out there with them, huh?
I've been out there with they looking to see who is these guys, and they want to charge them with trespassing, and because they was in some way he had to be. Now,
Look, divinely
you,
orchestrated that he
you,
is not there
yeah, you live
because
right
y'all
next.
would have been getting put out.
Right, I told
Wow.
him, I was like, that's my grandson that be with them, but he ain't with them. He in the hospital. My grandson is a good child, and I be telling him when you want to go and hang out with your friend at his house, cool, but you can't be in the hallway. She said, right, tell them they cannot be in the hallway. I tell them all the time when they be in the hallway, whether especially my grandson out there, my grandson out there, and the music loud, I go say something. If he just out there, I don't say nothing. But if he got that music blasting, I got to say something because you ain't paying my motherfucking $975 for rent this month. I ain't finna listen to that shit. Hey, Ralph Angel, come on in, sugar.
So, do you think that they're going to be getting evicted?
Oh, they are. They are.
Because that's the answer. Look, that's the answered prayer right there. Is
Yeah.
removing that friend and that environment from him. So, if anything occurs now, it's because he's choosing to do it versus being having peer pressure.
Right. Oh,
Because
yeah.
the
They just waiting
obstacles
on the
are being
chance.
removed.
You say I broke many generational curses. Hallelujah. Okay. I don't want to be like that. I got custody of 3 babies that I bet shit crazy because the mama want to do pills and drink. Oh, pie. Oh, baby. You have to come do a story time one day. Do you do content on your page? Let me know. You might already told the story. You say, Rox, don't let your grandson hang with his friends. You're going to be back there again and it may be worse. Yep. You're right, Kim. Yep.
So, is your grandson a leader though, or is he typically a follower?
He's usually a loner. So
Okay.
now that he got access to people,
Hmm.
and only person I think was trying to follow was him, even though he said he don't influence him. I said, but I
Hmm.
think so. But at the same time, I can't
Right.
say because before we got here, you was ordering the shit in the mail.
Okay. So he
You
was
see what I'm
already
saying?
doing it. Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
was
Okay.
already doing it. So it's like,
Okay.
oh, it kind of like he used him because like, yeah, if I ain't got it, I can get it from him, and he know I can go get it now that I'm out here, type of
Hmm.
thing. But they didn't
Okay.
fought about 3, 4 times. But they like
What?
call themselves brothers. You know how that go. You
Hmm.
argue,
Hmm.
tussle a little bit, then back cool. But that boy bad. He is bad. He got some mental issues. But his daddy be snapping, going off on his little old lady over there.
Well, look,
Sweet guy,
he lucky that the guy ain't pistol whipped him then since they be getting into it.
but right.
Wow.
We sure did. They say he got him on video pistol whipping somebody in the same environment in one of these buildings.
Wow. Yeah.
He said, okay, that's the last comment. Yeah, child. I don't do everything in my power to help mine.
So yeah,
If
just
it
make sure
means,
that you are
him
medically prepared. with the
Mhm.
CPR first aid and all of that,
I
and
told him, I said,
remove
man,
the
I didn't move down here for this.
blocks.
We left Tony house for the toxicity and the negative and the vibes and more opportunities for y'all to be in a better environment to thrive. I didn't come down here for you to fucking get high and hang out with bums. Because I'll fucking go back. Before I let that happen,
Only
we'll
for that spirit to follow you, huh?
right. Fuck out of here.
Wow.
You say I'm 50. No, I'm 52. My son's grown and I'm raising a 6 to 11-month-old. The baby don't drink formula or milk. Will be one next month. That's the type of sorrowness I deal with. Oh my God. My heart go out to you, boy. See, it's always somebody else. Not, I'm just gonna say worse off than you, but I'm not saying your situation is worse off than me or anybody's situation. It sounds kind of pathetic. But I was thinking about the song Be Great. Delta 9, Delta 10, order online. All you need is a credit card. That's crazy. And what is that? That's some old chemicalized, turn your ass around crazy shit. Like they trying to create zombies. Like they trying to create more jails and give people access to this so they can do stupid shit. So they could be in institutions for mental health or they can go to jail. Either way, they get millions for these people that's being in these institutions. And then everybody else, they gonna work and be a slave and pay bills and like it. You're gonna fit into one of these categories if you're not self-sufficient and have enough money and wealth to maintain without their help. That's what it looked like it's going to me. It pisses me off.
Yeah, you definitely got to know how to navigate this earthly realm.
That's why shit. I, Thailand, here I come.
And no matter where you go, you still got to have the skills. You still got to have the skills to survive and thrive. I
Yep.
don't care if you go to Timbuktu, you better have the skills to thrive and
I'll work
survive.
on them when I get there. These zombies and these crazy ass sick-minded people is my. I mean, I know people everywhere. Ain't no way to get away from every crazy person. But if I can have less stress on me doing it, like the rent is only 300 in Thailand for some shit that look 50,000 times better than what I got for 1,000. It'll be worth learning just if I can reap benefits that I've seen people living and doing the research on it. It'll be worth learning because they do speak English too. But hey, I wouldn't mind taking a Thai class.
But see,
I
the
wouldn't
only
mind
thing
working
that
on the gardening stuff. Then I will actually, you know what I'm saying? That I'm giving and worrying and doing other stuff, I can be giving to the things I need to really be doing.
the reason that people don't have the abundance that they want is because they consume. You can't just keep consuming, consuming, consuming and never give back. There's got to be a balance there.
Right. Because I'm tired of living like
Because
this. I
people
am sick and tired
people
of it.
people are conditioned to consume though.
Hey,
Every new
Angela,
thing that come
come
out,
on
you
in.
want it. You gotta have it. That's not how we were created to be.
So what y'all think about
But
this
you
war stuff? What y'all think about? Y'all think it's gonna happen? I mean, it's happening, but y'all think it's gonna get to that point so it might get really bad? Boy, they gonna be dropping shit on us because that's what the next move is based off what they said what they've done to them or doing to them or about to do, and then in turn they talk about doing this to us. Or do y'all even not think about it? Y'all just don't even think about it. Just whatever happened, happened. Say by law, it can't have THC but around 3% max. Like taking 4 Tylenol PM or several Benadryl. So I
as
do
far
not
as
think.
the war is concerned, that ain't my fight. That ain't none of our fight.
Now I'm talking
The
about them
indigenous
dropping shit
people,
on
the
us. I ain't talking.
aboriginals,
I ain't talking about that part. I'm talking about the retaliation part. Do you think about if they retaliate and we suffer due to them dropping nuclear on us? They can war all day long. They've been warring, and we ain't been in no rooms. We weren't even knowing about the shit. We heard bits and pieces, but we gonna feel it if they decide to do that to us. Do y'all think about that part?
they've already been. warring on us through the food, through politics, through
You
all
say
of that.
no, not to us, our
They've already
military.
been through the motion. All they doing is taking over resources.
Uh-huh.
They could care less about the people that's here. They fighting over resources.
Right.
Resources that don't even belong to them.
Ain't that crazy?
And that's what they've always been fighting over. Since the beginning of the time is resources.
Hey, you hit the head
They
on the
want to
nail.
own everything.
Be able to
The
navigate
land, people.
healthcare to housing. Yeah. Us is not a whole USA. They know who they want to get. People making videos talking about, please don't get him, not us. Get Trump. Oh, I'm like, boy, y'all was too funny. Yes, child. I try not to think about it. I just try to think about, I get really upset when I have to put my energy into stuff I can't control. Number one, I control my mind, my thoughts, my energy, where I want to put it at, my love, who I want to give it to, how I want to nurture my grandkids and protect them and teach them and discipline them when they wrong and correct them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to do anything outside of that. And I shouldn't have to keep doing the same of that because they're getting older. You understand it. We covered that. Oh, you want something else? We older. I never covered that. Now I'm covering this. Now you're learning this because you're learning. You're already learning what you need to know. You read, write, smoke your daddy pipe. You know how to do math. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is just mental. You have to really be emotionally
And at
and
the end of
mentally.
the day, you know that you are. At the end of the day, you know that you are protected because you didn't done the work. So not only are future generations helping you, past generations are helping you. That's what that as above, so below is all about. And I ain't got nothing to worry about. So that's why I don't worry. Worry for
Yeah.
what?
So it makes me feel
We
better.
already won. We
It
already
makes me
won.
feel much better. It makes a lot of sense. Yep. Yep. You say Trump put America first, like everything gives two fucks about us everyday illegals. I agree with that part. I don't like none of them, but I agree with that. But I think no matter who was in what administration was in charge, we was just gonna suffer on some level. Either way it goes, we're gonna suffer because you can't make everybody happy. For one, you're gonna either have to be down for one side and the other side suffer. And who are they gonna be down for? The poor or the 1%? They're gonna be down for the 1%. The
Or
evil
you can
people.
just not participate altogether. And I don't participate. So that's another choice.
Hey Reba, come on in, lady. Happy Sunday. How's that grandbaby doing? I just look fresh as hell.
Because most of them are proven to be not mentally nor emotionally stable anyway. So what I'm gonna be following they lead
You're
for?
absolutely right. This Ian, January. This Ian, World Wonder. This Ian up here. You probably can't see her name on the thing, but her name up there. Said yes, Kim. Said right rocks. I'm glad we did this live. Child.
But yeah, I will be sending you the information about getting medically prepared though. So just be looking for it. And
Yes,
you said you're in
please.
Illinois.
Yes.
Okay.
I appreciate I'm going to get him from Chicago, but he's back here.
Okay.
I enjoyed myself in Chicago that little time. I really did. But I just wish it goes how it's supposed to go sometime. People make decisions and because I don't blame God for everything. I think our free will, we do what we want, but in the end of the day, and people act like God is some type of magician, like he just a wish master. And you just get
Mm-mm.
to say what you want and do whatever you want, and he get you out that jam. And you keep being hard headed, he
Nope.
get you out that jam. And you go
You
over there
got
to people.
consequences. You
Right,
got consequences.
exactly. And
And
they
it
think,
shows.
right. How many times you think he going to keep on? Like, that's just like a slap in the face. If I just keep rescuing you, keep giving you your rent money, you keep on jacking it off. And I give it to you one more time, you jack it off, and then I give it to you. I said I ain't, but I gave it to you anyway. I gave it to you 5 times. And that 6th time, I just didn't have it, and I didn't give it
And
to you.
that's
I didn't have it. Now you really messed up. You get put out. Nobody else can come to your rescue. You had 5 chances.
and you did it to yourself.
Yep. Say, hey, Reba, you're doing great. He's being spoiled. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. No spoiling. Well, if you don't participate, you don't have a choice. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Miss
When you
Marie.
don't participate,
About
you can do it by yourself on
They
your
ain't got no
own.
more
You can be
job corps, girl.
self-sufficient.
Job corps, go, girl. I wouldn't trust job corps if they had it. That shit wasn't right. My baby daddy, my kid's father. I don't come from baby daddy era. My kid's father was in job corps. Piece of shit. Uh-uh. But they don't have job corps. But what they in is sort of like job corps. The program they in is like a little job corps. They just come home every day. They're in a great program. The problem is a lot of people don't know stuff. And it's up to the kids to stop trying to impress other kids who don't know shit. Stop acting like your peers, your teenage friends, your cousins, the other people don't know you on social media, that they know everything, and your job is to please them and be accepted and be thought highly and exalted by them. You fucked up already, because ain't no way another teenager. I'm a teenager, and I'm gonna listen to all the other teenagers. They don't know shit. You might know the latest clothes that just came out. You might know the latest TikTok dance that came out. You might know how to do some fly ass nails, but when it comes to life, you can't tell me nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing. Not a thing. Shoot. I always
And
was.
the kids definitely ain't gonna listen if the parents ain't got their things together. Like, you are the example. If you ain't got yours together, how do I know it's possible to get it together?
Right. I used to watch my mama be, my stepdad. I used to watch him, do what he do, say what he say. They get into fights. She crying, and I'm like, I love my mama. Rest her soul. Always have. Even when I was looking at her funny style, I still love her. But I'm like, damn, how you get to be so weak? As a 16-year-old, I checked his ass. I'll talk to grown folks respectfully, checking them. And my mama, a grown woman, supposed to be protecting me, letting this man talk to her any type of way. And I never understood that. I don't know. I always had this type of spirit in me to where I'm going to speak up for myself, especially. I'm not going to sit here and let you talk me into taking my panties down when I know what you want, and it ain't finna turn out good. You're going, in my eyes, you're going to have to earn it at least, even if it turned out messed up. And you ain't finna talk me into nothing. Put it like that. You ain't finna talk me into nothing.
Child, they were conditioned to do those things.
Social media has so many people bamboozled, run amok, Plymouth Rock, Landon. Yes, child. Of course, I mean, social media, when it comes to people liking you, you get a lot of followers, you get a lot of people to engage and like your videos, and you like your posts when you type things on Facebook and stuff. Yeah, because that's going to turn to revenue for you. You want to be adored and liked for the right reasons, but it's backwards. It's like the people that's getting all that is the most negative and toxic type shit they put out here. Not real life. I got some stuff I'm talking about that's toxic because what he's doing is toxic, but it's real life. It's not like I'm condoning. It's not like I'm doing it and he's a child who's watching me go through it, so now he doing it. But these people out here, like the E-Canes and the Peaches and all these other folks out here, just negative and immature and mentally unstable, getting hundreds of thousands of dollars for being this way. When you doing all you can, you go to work every day. You pray for people. You don't pray on people. You doing your gardening thing. You doing what you got to do, and they won't even let you get in the algorithm because you be putting too much positivity to help other people, waking people up that really want to be woke up. Some don't. I can't even get in the algorithm for telling my story about my grandson who took pills to let other people, especially teenagers, know the repercussions and about it. If somebody been testing them and trying them, or they did it once and it was cool, you just never know. We talk about this stuff, it don't get pushed out. And the people that could push it out with the big platforms, they either ain't gonna push it out or talk about it unless it really hit them. Peach ain't gonna talk about it unless Greg McKay take one, maybe. And God forbid he cuckoo cocoa puff or have some fentanyl and don't make it.
She got a child with autism and ain't even saying nothing about
Right.
that. So no, she ain't gonna do
Won't
it. That's what I
advocate
mean
for
about
nothing.
generational curses. They're not advocating for nothing. They just think this is how it's supposed to be.
The
They gonna
norm.
take that L. They know they ain't really doing the work. So all they want is the money.
Right. And they ain't doing shit with the money. Bad enough the money is like, you know what the money is. But damn, you're going to get the money, and money is what we need right now because that's what they made it. But when they decide that money ain't it and money ain't worth what it used to be, a whole loaf of bread be $10. Just crazy. Like, what world are you living in? Like, what are you watching? Like, what are you hearing and seeing? Where's your discernment? Where's your
And
knowledge?
what good is the money gonna be if war happens? Ain't gonna be no money in circulation, no way. So you're
No
gonna
way,
have to
not
have
at
some
all.
skills. You're
You
gonna have to
ain't gonna
have
be
some
no
skills at the end of the day.
right. Just like we expecting money tomorrow. Now, God forbid this happen. There's a lot of people on social media getting paid tomorrow on YouTube. That some of them gonna get 80,000, 90,000, 40,000. You can get $100.02, and I want my little money because I need to buy my tickets in the morning. So yeah, but what if something happened overnight and that little money they thought they was finna get in their bank account to go pay their mortgage, to go buy their new house, they just closed on, to buy, you know what I'm saying, to do some upgrades, to buy the kids, to go fill the refrigerator up. We taking that shit for granted like ain't nothing going. Damn, a war, but just an outage, and the outage could be off the grid. It could be a month. It could be 3 years.
And that's the dangers of being codependent on a collapsing system. Right? What you just said. That's the danger in it. That's the danger in it. Because this could end at any time. All they gotta
Anytime,
do is pull the plug. Pull the plug.
like on life
Pull the
support.
plug. Like life support. Yep. You better know what to do when that
You say the Bible speak of a time when good will be bad and bad will be good, and we living in that time right now. They gonna be screwed if not prepared. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh, child. A mess. Say no country will drop a bomb on the United States. These countries know not to play with us. I don't put nothing past nobody. My daughter used to say, he ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do that. He know better. He just talking. And that man took her ass up out here. I never underestimate what nobody would do. People ain't working with a full deck. You're speaking logic. But they get angry. People react off of anger. And they might regret it later, and they might have to suffer consequences of what America might do back to them. But that ain't gonna mean that our ass ain't gonna be out because of what they did. That ain't gonna make me feel better. Oh, they know better. Shit. Me and my grandkids is out of here. Something happened to people I love. You know, the whole East Coast off the map because of what they know better, what not to do because America gonna do. Oh shit. People have made mistakes worse than that in a twinkling of an eye, and then it's too late to take it back. All they got for your ass is a sorry. The same man that gave his wife HIV, full blown AIDS. He's sorry. Oh, he would never do that. He gonna risk his family. He got a family. He gonna use a condom. I don't
Well,
go
that
by
ain't
that.
gonna happen to me.
Right.
That
That
ain't
don't
gonna
make me
happen to me.
feel
I got a good man or a good
right.
woman.
I don't underestimate nobody. Nobody, honey. Nothing, no entity, no country, no military, no president. We never thought we'd be going through this. The shit that we doing, this shit just look evil and crazy. It look dark, like a zombie apocalypse. This shit looks like something in a movie. And we never thought we'd get to this. Don't underestimate these folks what they will and won't do.
Hell, it's on autopilot now. They ain't even doing nothing.
Yeah. Hey, Catherine. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are all absolutely right. How you doing on this Sunday?
They
Hey,
on
everybody
TV
in
acting a plum dumb fool. That's what they doing. They on TV acting.
well, you're giving USA too much credit as being a world superpower. Girl. That's the illusion of Mr. Trump. He thinking that, and he got bunkers to go to, but even in the bunkers, that stuff, the mountains and all that stuff that God gonna allow to happen. You think God gonna allow him to get us out of here by his bad decisions or their bad decisions, and they gonna be able to bunker down and be happy and toast champagne? Y'all ass going too, way worse than we're going. That part I do believe. We all gotta
What
go.
makes what makes it a superpower is the ignorance of humanity. That's what makes it a superpower. Because you just sit around waiting to see what's gonna happen instead of doing what you need to prepare for it. That's what makes it a superpower. People just sitting around waiting to see what the end gonna be.
Oh well, here it is. It's falling on our
Right.
heads. All right, y'all. See y'all in the next realm. All right. Y'all repent. Everybody repent. Because we ain't gonna have these skin suits. Our spirit gonna go somewhere else. And I want to go where I want to go where it's supposed to go. I want to go in the burn in the lake of fire.
As long as the generational curses exist, you
We
already
just
know
got
where you're
done talking
going.
about him, Catherine. I'm supposed to pick him up tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening, Tuesday morning today, but I told him I want to come get him tomorrow evening. I'll wait till 5 o'clock. It don't matter. As long as I get on that 7 o'clock train, in case I don't get my funds tomorrow. If I don't get my funds tomorrow, I have to come right back. But if I get my funds tomorrow, then I can stay or come back, whichever one I decide to do. It's just too much. I don't let people in. I don't, and I call myself telling these things to these kids. I've done it. But when they just got to do the things they own, I told my daughter, we did things her own way. We agree with a lot of stuff when it comes to the kids and how she should move. And then some things she didn't want me to know because she wanted to do it her way. That's just life. People gonna do that. Well, when you talking to kids and teens, because you couldn't tell me at 13 that I didn't have no right to stay out to 3 in the morning. I couldn't find no logic why I need to tell my mama where I was going. That's just the mind of a 13, 17, 19-year-old until we learn better. I'm out in the streets on the bus 3 in the morning going to see some boy. Crazy.
And what they say, a hard head make a soft ass.
Hell yeah. North Korea tried to threaten.
You gotta learn the lesson from doing that.
After a meeting with Trump, North Korea president settled down. You talking about that chunky guy? That's what you talking about? I can't think of his name. We are superpower. We are on top. I don't claim all that shit. No, I ain't riding with no. No, they
You can't be on top. You can't be on top and lack common sense. That don't even make sense. You can't be on top and lack common sense. How you on top? That's egotistical to say though, but you're not on top. You got to do the work to be on top.
I don't know what America is. It's like the Wiz. Y'all remember the Wiz with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross? And they kept on trying to, they told her to follow the other road. She go find Michael, help him out, and he needs some brains. So I'm going to see the Wiz, and maybe he can get you some brains. He gonna help me get home. Okay, and they ease on down the road. Then they find the Tin Man, and he need a heart or some shit. Well, they take him. Then they get the lion. When they finally get to all this distractions and obstacles and them trying to be stopped with the little flying monkeys and the wicked witch trying to send all the little stuff, they finally make it. And the Wiz ain't shit. It ain't nothing. It ain't even real. That's what it seems like when it comes to American government. That's what it is. I'm trying to tell you, in my opinion, allegedly. Baby, you thinking of people working it out and having meetings and have our best interests at heart and such a superpower and strong and no one can top him and stop him. And you go in there and you get in that room, you finally get to push the button and that door open. Ain't nobody in
and
there.
A lot of people don't have the vision that.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they been gone. Them people been gone. Ain't nobody even in the White House. It's all a gimmick. They got AI in there. Bots. All the real people gone. All they had to do was go underneath the White House probably and travel to get to where nobody can know that they was traveling. That shit wicked, man. say you don't vote, so you don't have a voice. Oh my goodness. And all the people that vote, their voices still don't matter because the people that won now the way that, let's say like it's 1 million people and 800,000 voted one way and another, it's 1 million people voted, but 800,000 voted for red and 200, the other 200,000 or whatever, they voted for blue. So they voted. So what did that mean? They still didn't win because the majority of the vote said this. At least that's what they're allegedly telling us. What proof do we have who really won though? Are they showing them? Are they going to show us live and direct? They don't count each vote. Can we see what's the process? We don't know. Oh, that's right. The electoral college decides who the president going to be. How can we trust them? They just human, allegedly. They human, and humans do what? All kind of crazy shit. We see that from the E-files, allegedly. All the type of wicked shit going on. Child, I don't know.
And these are the people in control. These are your leaders. Child. They couldn't lead me they couldn't lead me around the corner.
Okay. I'm good.
I don't want to go nowhere you lead. So that's why I choose to disengage and not even participate. Because really, the main ingredient is a willing participant. You have to be willing to participate in the bullshit.
Right.
You got to be willing to participate in the circus. Because that's what we seeing is the circus.
Go to my pot. Hold on one.
So whatever I got to do to navigate this earthly realm, that's what I'm going to learn how to do. With or without these leaders. Because they got to die one day too.
You say we are not on top. Quit believing that propaganda that USA is selling. He said Trump flipped the entire map to red except a couple of states, and he won the electoral and popular rolls. Somebody else say differently though. See, it's all word of mouth. We don't really know. We just believe what we want to believe. Whoever's saying the shit we want to hear, that's what we believe, but based off no goddamn concrete evidence.
But the whole program has no concrete evidence. The whole program has no concrete evidence.
Right. We just going by what they say.
None of it. None of it got concrete evidence.
I only had a brain. Fuck out of here. I don't believe nothing they tell me, but if it lines up with what I want to feel and what makes me feel good, then yeah, I'm going to go with that. But even knowing the person that I am, even if I want to believe everything this administration say, and they doing everything I want them to do, the common sense of me and how smart I am, I'm going to be able to say, shit, I don't know if it's real or not, but shit, I'm going to go with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm going to be like, shit, real talk. We don't really know if it's really how it really went down, but that's what we going with. Shit, that's what I want to. Hey, trucker wife, where you been all my life? Happy Sunday. You say, but you're still living in the United States. If you don't like U.S., there are other countries to move to. Now you sound like the white supremacists. Now, Kim. Now you're doing too much. You sound like
other countries are just like other households. They all got their own rules. You can't escape that unless you're self-sufficient, self-love, self-preserving, self-governed. Everybody got rules. Everybody. Every country got rules.
It's gonna be something.
And if you've traveled, you know that. But if you just speaking and don't have the experience, then you wouldn't know. You just speaking on what you believe to be true. Every country got rules.
America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Woo!
You needed this laugh.
Hey, what's up, Bombshell? Happy Sunday. Come on in, lady. We just chopping it up.
But people really do be believing what they saying. But they
And
heard that
just
stuff from
getting on.
somebody else that didn't believe it either.
You say it's not the word of mouth, it's the truth. How? How do you know it's the truth though? I'm not saying it's not the truth. I'm saying I don't have proof. I don't know that it's the truth. Just because it came out their mouth don't make it the truth. So how can you lead me to know where I can find out how I can 100% concrete guarantee that I know it's true? Like you can prove to me that it's sun shining. Like right now, it's 11:36 a.m. in Illinois Central Time. So I can go look out the window and tell if the sun shine or if it's gloomy. That's my proof. But how can you point me in a direction to prove to me everything that you're saying is true and what they saying and you believe it and other people believe it? You know, maybe some things I
Rocks,
do believe. I
rocks,
don't believe everything.
rocks. The proof is patriarchy is global. There you go. It ain't just for one country or versus it's everywhere. It's global. It's global.
You say Catherine
Patriarchy is
didn't
global.
know the Democrats called KKK stayed in KKK back in the day. They still got KKK. Just probably call another name. Say, hey, Kim. Say, me, Wanda, I'm loving the knowledge you are speaking. You say, Miss Wanda, I'm loving the. Oh, okay. You said, so I know every country has
Gratitude.
rules. I read, so nothing can be hidden from me. But if you are in another country, your freedom of speech will not exist. We
The
ain't got
truth is
no
in
freedom of
plain
speech.
sight. The truth is in plain
If
sight.
I
People
say the
just
wrong
don't
thing
want
on
to
my
see it.
platforms, they're gonna take my videos down. Don't have no freedom of speech. That shit been gone out the window. And some countries are way worse. I believe that. I would have to like really look into it to know which ones not to go to, because like guarantee, like Dubai, they say if you do something over there, they lock you up for this and lock you up for that. So I've most definitely researched what I can and can't do and what they beliefs are and laws are and how they discipline you when you do this or say that. I would never just
Social
try to go.
media is exposing all of that. So there's no way that you can sit here and lie and say that other countries don't have rules. Social media is exposing all of that. Even the unspoken rules that people
Right.
just go by because it's the social norm. The truth is out here. So no matter how many lies you tell, the truth still gonna reveal itself for those who can see it. So y'all might as well give up on the lies and the falsehoods. Them days over.
Yeah, truth right in your face. You say, how do you know that the sun is on? Oh, thank you, Travel Bombshell. Thank you so much. Thank you. What a blessing. God knows I need it. Oh, you say you have freedom of speech, but that doesn't stop you from consequences. Right. That makes sense. But you said, how do you know that the really the sun that's shining? Well, it's light outside. Let's put it like that. There's light outside. I don't know if it's the sun or if it's a simulation or a trick. I feel you though. So we
Rocks.
supposed to
Do you
get
see how that rocks? Do you see how that changed from an adult conversation to a childlike conversation? They want you to explain how you know that. That's what I mean when I say you can tell the difference between people who know what they're talking about versus the people that just be talking. Because the conversation don't even be like an adult conversation. They be saying stuff that don't even make common sense. Why I gotta prove that? I don't even have conversations like that. When people come to me and they're adults and they start talking like that, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to bow out because this ain't an adult conversation. I know what an adult conversation is supposed to sound like, and this ain't it. This ain't it.
feel you.
Some of them really got the mind of a child, and their conversations will tell you that there's no depth whatsoever.
Mm. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why they just be trying to pit us against each other though. I don't like that stuff. Remember when the C first came out, man, every post was 1,000 and 200,000 people going back and forth with each other about take it, don't take it. It's you. It's your fault. You guys are the problem. Oh, you the problem for falling for it, blah, blah, blah. I don't like debates and going back and forth about how somebody feels. I like to listen. I like to respond to my opinion and hear their opinion without downing somebody. I don't want to down the next person for not believing what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's cool. If I feel like I don't believe what the fuck they say, I don't believe what a man say. I done been with men, I done been married twice, and I ain't believe what the fuck they say. So I'm gonna believe the government, everything they say. No, that's just not even intelligent. They gonna lie. You can't believe what nobody say. They gonna, it's always give me some confusion. I thought you said, well, I was told this, and I'm sorry they told
And
you
they
that, man. But
and
in
it
order
I
to
could see
get
if the
your
government
purpose
had a
on,
good track record. They ain't even got a good track record. History
mm-hmm.
tells us that.
Yeah. Ooh, child. You said, let me see where we at. You said, oh, thank you for supporting the channel. Yes, indeed. Girl, I really appreciate that. If the sun not shining when it when then what is it doing? Y'all so crazy. Y'all keep me laughing. I swear to God, I love y'all like y'all my real blood family. He say that is a blessing, travel. Okay. I'm not a child and you don't vote, so you don't have a choice. Kim, you be getting out your body sometime though. For real. You be doing the most. I love you though. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna front and stuff. I love you like you my sister, auntie. You was something else, child. I like that about you though. I like the fact that you don't pretend and kiki it up and all the while you thinking this shit. You type what you really thinking. And I like that about Ian. Y'all come out and say how y'all really feel. All I want us to do is don't be nasty with each other while we saying it. You know what I'm saying? Other
Because
than
the
that,
truth don't hurt nobody. That's why. A lot of times they don't even be upset about the delivery. It's the truth
yeah.
they don't like. And I'm okay with that. Because I'm gonna keep speaking the truth to the day I die.
The same way,
Or
Miss Margaret.
unalive. I'll put it that
I'm
way.
typo. You say childish is not using your constitutional rights by voting, but think you have a voice. You don't.
You ain't got no constitutional
Say the
right.
problem is we can
A
agree to
right to
disagree.
do what?
Yes. Yeah, agree to disagree. Nobody got all the answers, you know. You can go along, you can love somebody and and and, and deal with them on a regular basis that out of 5 things they say you agree with 2. You know what I'm saying? But they good people. They not trying to harm you. They thinking maybe stinking according to what you think. According to you, you might think they got stinking thinking, but not harmful. Now, some people got stinking thinking they harmful. I can't be around harmful people. Like one of the kids' father called her yesterday, and he was talking to her, and I had her on speakerphone, and he says, I was going to see if your grandmother let me come get you. I just want to spend time with you by yourself. Now, we didn't have this conversation. I don't know. I did a video about it. We already had this conversation. So why would you sit there and say this to 11-year-old girl who don't know you, ain't seen you since she was probably 1 year old, and the only reason why she know you her father's because I vouched and told her that. Other than that, she has no connection to you other than the DNA. So you gonna say that? And he said, would you like that? She said, no. He said, why? Is it something I need? She said, no, I'm just not ready yet. But we just had this discussion. If your thinking wasn't stinking, that's what make you dangerous. Because
It's
your thought,
manipulative. Right. It's manipulative.
yeah. See
Cause
now
division in
I'm not,
your household. Look, cause division in your household said the grandbaby will be at you asking you why you won't let her go see her daddy.
he
When
come
I
over
say,
here. He wants to take her. No, nigga, you ain't taking her no way.
see how the enemy try to come in? It comes through people.
And you know that.
Wide
You
open
already know
vessels.
that. It's a problem. You want to jump over the process of building and earning the respect and the trust. You want to jump over there
Mm-hmm.
and just go to the fact that you've been over 3 times and you called 6 times and that you are the father and not have some kind of some relationship understanding with you being with my daughter from back in the day when y'all created her. That's it. You've been in jail 10 of those motherfucking years. I don't know what you got going on mentally, what you got going on in these
Mm-hmm.
streets. I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
cycle, if you mature, if you learn from your mistakes. But point is, just because you the daddy and you came over 3-4 times and called 6 to 8 times and they ain't gave up shit, no money or nothing. Even if you did, you could have gave me $100,000. You would not have the right and the trust from me to feel like she gonna be safe in your care.
Right. You don't know what kind of spirits attached to that,
Oh
especially coming from
wow.
jail.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Travel Time Bombshell. You said we are blessed to be a blessing. We never lose by giving. Watch God work. Oh, yes. Thank you, money getter. Hey, girl, how you been? Y'all showing out this morning. Thank you so much. God knows I need it. God knows what I need. Ooh, child. I appreciate it. You said he had to hear from her, so maybe it was sick. Oh, listening to her. Yes, child. Maybe that was a good thing. You know. And I told
He ain't
her.
gonna give up. He ain't gonna give up though. He gonna keep on until, because a lot of people can't take no for now.
I
They'll
told
keep
her, I said,
pressing.
would you feel comfortable going with your dad already, like by yourself with him to go hang out or spend the night? She said no. She said it right away. One no hesitation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to manipulate her and make her feel like she got to say yeah, knowing she don't want to, but a lot of kids will say yeah, thinking it ain't gonna happen no way. Grandma ain't gonna let me go, so I'm just gonna say yeah, so I don't look like a bad guy, so I don't hurt his feelings.
People
Bitch ass
pleasers do
shit.
that.
You a child. You
Yep.
not a grown ass man. You a bitch ass child.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no respect, and you dangerous. Those people I don't like to rock with. Now I don't agree
Mm-hmm.
with everything he say. He don't agree with what I say, but he had her best interest at heart and understand how a normal adult thinking when it comes to a child and have understand about that. I could rock with him, but no, you don't. You showing me that you dangerous,
Mm-hmm.
simple minded. You said yes, Kim. January low vibration. Who? Good morning. Good morning, Grand Rise. Happy Sunday. Thank you for supporting the channel. God bless you. Yes, indeed. Bless you and your family 10 times, 100 times fold. Thanks, ladies, for your support. Thank you, Mommy Money Getter.
And
Thank
you
you.
would think because he knows your situation that he would just have empathy and just be like, okay, let's work
Yeah, he don't
together
give a
on
shit.
this and give you right, not
He
put the
think because
pressure
he been in
on.
jail 10
He
years
making
based
it
off the dumb
worse.
shit you did. You did that dumb shit to
Yep.
go to jail 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't lock you up. You didn't go to jail because of me or my daughter or none of that. That had something to do with some shit in the street or whatever had happened. I don't want to know. Don't give a fuck. But I ain't finna
Mm-hmm.
accommodate you. I'm not a grandmother raising 5 grandkids who have to accommodate and soften the blow and satisfy nobody, especially no damn kid's father. Y'all the last
Mm-hmm.
people I would try to satisfy. I don't give a shit about none of you daddies because y'all beat my daughter ass 40 going north while she was
Mm-hmm.
pregnant. Both of y'all did.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget that. Y'all might not be the reason why she not here, but y'all was part of the process. I tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know the shit was happening. Everybody in town knew but me. Until one of the cousins and the mama said, yeah, he be whooping her all the time. You ain't know? No, because he wouldn't be alive. Fuck you mean I ain't know? I would beat your son ass if I know he was beating on my daughter. You know I didn't know.
And
You
that's
say
why
you know
she kept
what
it
and
from
kill?
you. Mm-hmm.
No, he'll be gone. When I did find out later about another situation that happened, I had him locked up and she was grown. I said, you going to jail today, buddy. And about 2 hours later, the detective said, we got him. He did about probably 3-4 years or something.
Was she okay with you doing that, or was she? Did she
Oh
have some
yeah,
animosity
it's
towards
okay with.
you?
Oh
She was
hell
okay
yeah,
with. Okay.
because
So
it
by
was
then
deep.
she had gotten over the situation, because some of them get upset with you because you
That's
put them
only
in
when they
jail.
have a little argument. When the motherfucker beat your face in and take your ass from you, that's a whole nother level. No, it wasn't. It wasn't no just altercation, and I got mad at
Oh
him
no,
for.
I'm just saying there are DV cases that are repeated, like, and they'll get upset when the family tries to intervene and help the situation. It can go one or two ways. They can either be okay with you putting them in jail, or they can be upset with you for putting them in jail. Just
Yeah, I
depends.
hear you.
Yeah.
You said your grandchild is old enough to tell a parent, no, I don't want to go. Yeah, because she just made 11. That's what I feel too. I mean, she was like 3 or 5, yeah, it'd be like, Yeah, make no decision like, but 11? No, she don't know him.
And
She
she's
going
learning to protect herself too.
right. Just because somebody a daddy, all these daddies and mamas out here doing reckless shit to kids or allowing
Right.
other people to do reckless shit to their kids, that ain't enough, son. Just because you the daddy, that don't mean shit. That ain't no
Shit.
brownie
Right.
points. So what? You can screw and have a baby. Yeah, we know that. That's it. And you probably got some more on the way. I see you making Facebook stacks that sound like 2008. I know you ain't working with a full day. You up here talking about beef with people they ain't seen you since Hector was a pup. Forget all about the beef. You talking about shit. That make me. I'm watching you. I ain't let you be my Facebook friend for nothing. I'm watching how you move, how you think. You see, my son is moving to Europe, Amsterdam. When he moving, child, let's all go. Come on, Cheryl, you too. We all going. We got to do the research and figure out, like, okay, this is the best place for people with kids. They got a good English program. You can learn the language as well. And the rent is cheap. And there's a good parts over here. And you can grow your own stuff here. They all make you do licenses for this, that, and the third. They strict about this, and that. But that's what I need to know. You said he not her daddy. His proper title is sperm donor. You ain't lying. You is not lying. He was not lying. It ain't enough that I'm accommodating him to come on his days off from work on the weekend because he got to go to work and got an ankle monitor on still, so he ain't free like that. I'm taking accountability, account that you can't just move how you want to move. I could say, well, it ain't my fault you got to go to work today. That's your fault. Wait till you get off the house, the monitor, where you can move around like you want to. That's not good time for me. And if it really was that situation, I would say that. But a lot of times it don't. I just be sitting here, okay, you can come over tomorrow. Or last minute, I'm in the neighborhood. Can I come? That's cool. You can do that twice a year. But you think you're going to make that a habit? Like every time you come, it's because I'm in the neighborhood. I got a ride right now. Can I come? I might be laying here just farting all day, drinking wine. You think I would feel like getting up, accommodating you? Oh, thank you, Kathy. Thank you. God bless you, child. God bless all of
That's what I
y'all.
mean when I say they got the title, but they don't have the characteristics nor the traits to be a parent.
Right, but I'm the goddamn problem. I've been trying to give y'all all games since I met all y'all through my daughter. I was trying to teach all y'all, but y'all want y'all. Yep, you right, mama. You right. I should do that. Mm-hmm. And you went and did something totally opposite. Now you want me? Nah. Pasha is long gone. She ain't coming back. She was still here. She might be going back and forth trying to work with you, co-parent you, let her go with you, probably sign over the rights to you. Who knows what she would have did? But she ain't here, nigga. She ain't here. I'm going to ride this shit till the wheels fall off to the best of my ability to provide, nurture, and protect these kids. Now, whatever they do with the knowledge, information after that, as they get old enough to make their own decisions, that's on them. But I tell you one thing, they're going to always remember what I taught them, and they're going to go back to it should they need to. If what they trying to do ain't working for them, they're going to remember.
And that's what you got to let them know. I ain't her, or I ain't them.
You said, sure, I remember you saying that a while back. Sounds like a good vacation for you. Okay. You say, wow,
They
wearing
just
an ankle.
tend
Yeah,
to
he
treat
wearing an
everybody
ankle.
like that. Crazy.
He went to jail for shooting somebody. I don't know if it was like a certain type of gun. Was it like a real gun or whatever it was enough to go do 10 years? Now you come out here and I'm just supposed to. I don't trust you. I don't know if you're gonna bring her back. I don't know if you're gonna be in a situation where she get hurt. Not that you tried to. You know what I'm saying? The mom and
He
sister
don't
ain't
even
never
put
tried.
himself in good situations. How he gonna put her in a good situation?
Right.
He keep putting himself in the wrong situation.
I ain't trying to
Yeah.
start nothing. My brother lived in Dubai for 5 years. Did he like it, Cheryl? You said, thank you, Kathy. Yes, thank you. Portugal is beautiful. He said he's lonely because of the house arrest. See how he will act when house is over. Right. But he go to work every day. So he getting the movement. He get to go to work and to doctor or whatever, something like that. And he come over on
Wait,
Saturday. He come over.
you say he said he was lonely, and that was his excuse?
Oh no, I was reading what Kim said. She said he's
Oh,
lonely
okay. I'm
with
about to
house arrest.
say
See how he would act with you. I wouldn't give
it
he'd
ain't
be
her
alone.
job. It ain't her job to entertain him.
Right. And he was like, you can call me, you can call me. I told him you want to just you think about him and you want to just chop it up over the phone, just say, because I ain't gonna think about it. You're gonna have to say, Grandma, I ain't talked to my daddy about 2 days. He told me I can call him anytime. So can I call him right now? And I'm like, oh yeah, right. I ain't thinking about, I gotta stick to a schedule so you can talk to her. That fuck you. If you gonna call her and she don't think to tell me she wanna talk to you, it ain't gonna happen, dog. It ain't gonna happen.
They,
Because I got shit on
they
my
act
mind.
like y'all both on house arrest.
Right.
Everybody on house arrest. We free.
You are not my priority to think about you. I'm thinking about he don't know nothing about my grandson. Unless word in the street, somebody done told him, because it ain't in the street or nothing like that. But he could have ran to somebody. He could have ran to my nephew. He could have told him, I don't know. But he don't know. And I should have to tell you, nigga. The fact that you know I got 5 grandkids and I'm a woman, period. I could have my best life. I still ain't got to accommodate you. He's the type of person, he'll be like, like we just came from Chicago. I almost guarantee you. I promise you, I bet y'all $10. I ain't got no money. I bet you $10. That's all I can afford. I bet you $10. If he found out that we just came back to Chicago, I bet he'll say, but why you ain't tell me? Why you ain't tell me I was going to Chicago? And that will piss me off so bad. And I'm gonna guarantee you, it's gonna come up somehow, some way. He gonna find out. It could be next week, 2 weeks from now. It'll come up somehow. She might say something, and he might be like, "Oh, y'all went to Chicago. Why you ain't tell me?" And I'm gonna snap. Who the fuck? I got to report to you. You on house arrest, not me. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my man. I ain't gotta tell you shit I'm doing. Oh, I'm just saying because I could have went. I could have asked for some time to go see if I could have. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I'm not going for you. Go and take care of business.
He's trying to use her as an excuse to move around. What?
I ain't no telling. Yes, Kim, when he moves to Amsterdam, I'm going to visit him. I know that's right. Sure, your brother got money to live in Dubai. It's expensive to go to Dubai. Live in Dubai. My mother used to say common sense is very important. Some people just don't got it. Yeah, rest in peace to moms, boy. All the mamas. Everybody still got y'all mama, boy. Y'all are so blessed. Give her a big old kiss. Take her out. Where we going? It ain't my birthday. It don't matter, mama. Just come on. We going. Man, I wish my mom was still here. Yeah. These people is off the chain. And this is what I had to deal when she was alive. I had to step in and they downtown fighting. The same dad and my daughter downtown arguing big. Hard. They weren't hitting each other. They was arguing. The police see a couple arguing and it's like 1, 2 in the morning. Of course, they going to stop and be like, are y'all okay? What's going on? My daughter started cussing them out. So they locked both of them up. And they called me and said, you can come sign them out. They not under arrest, but they too drunk to be in the street to go home by themselves and they was disorderly. But if you come sign them out, we'll let them go. I had to go through that at 3 o'clock in the morning while the baby, his daughter was probably 2 or 3 months old or something. In the car seat, in the cab, like I had money. I ain't always had money just sitting around. You should always have some money, but sometimes you just be dead broke. Thank God I had some money to get a cab to go get her. I ain't signed him out. I signed her out. Your mama come get you. You say, thank you, Kathy. Been gone 20 years. It would be 21 in September 2026. Wow. Right, Rox. If you still had your mom, cherish her. Yes, indeed. I don't care, boy. Especially if y'all had problems and she apologetic and she ain't the same. Can't keep holding grudges. Rox, I was wondering what did your nephew have to say about your grandson? Sure. I told you he jumped on my grandson. My grandson jumped on my nephew. He been here. He want him to get well and stuff. He the one been helping me babysit him before we took him, for all this happened. He was trying to keep him from going out the door. He was going out with no shoes. He was trying to go outside with no coat. He was trying to go next door to fight. Let him tell it. Because he said he the one who gave it to him. He ain't saying that now that he the one gave it to him. Now maybe I can get some sense out of him and find out who really did. Because the boy said he ain't gave him nothing. He don't even do people. And my grandson looked at him like he had his face twisted. And you know how you had that lip turn? He was looking at him like, nigga, you lying. You know you gave me that pill. But he wasn't talking then. He was kind of like still psychosed out. January, my mother's been gone a year. Man, I don't even seem like it's been a long time. It's so strange now, y'all. It don't seem like it's been since 2020 for my mom. That's 6 years coming June. And my daughter, April, this coming up April 20th, on the day people get high, she allegedly get high and die. 2021. So that's what, 5 years? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 years. Go out the door to go for a couple hours, be back tomorrow, and don't come back. That's how easy that shit happens. Because when you let people in your life and you decide to invite people in your world and you hang out with certain people and you befriend certain people and you date certain people and you hang out with certain co-workers and visit their house and y'all become chummy, you risk the chance of being unalive every second, whether it be something from them intentionally or something they got going on in their life from their crazy ass ex, and you happen to be with her and he come around, he taking everybody out. It's just so much when you actually get engaging in people, with people. I come to your house right now and not knowing you got a crazy ex husband. Now he decided to show him, so he gonna take you out. Who is this? I ain't never seen her before, but she gotta go too. You know what I'm saying? It's ugly out here.
And this why I don't enable dysfunctional behavior, because you never know when it's gonna show up.
So I'm celebrate her 70th
ma'am,
birthday. That's Mahari's birthday. Tell her happy belated birthday. Say happy Sunday. Hey, Latoya. You say they may have to keep him a while, Roger, to make sure they get your grandson all the way right. Well, he coming home tomorrow. They ain't keeping him no more. He good. He just got to stay good. He's good. He where he need to be at now. He just got to keep going, taking the medicine. This place is just a 10-day, 14-day place. It ain't no, however long it take, ma'am. No, it ain't one of them places. See, they stopped funding all those type of places. Remember they took all those places away? They closed a lot of places down that would do
because
that.
Because of HIPAA. Yeah.
And all that type of shit. Whatever the reason was. But yeah, he coming home tomorrow, no later than Tuesday. And he just going to have to take the medicine.
It's like they gave you the tools. All you have to do is just implement them.
Because he ain't doing nothing there. But if he stay in there, he going to get worse. If he stay in there, because all them other kids are so loud and disorderly and they be fighting and cussing. They kids, they can't, like, you know what I'm saying? It's only so much they can do to discipline a kid, other than short of medicating them to calm them down if they get violent. But them just being loud, and that triggers my grandson's psychosis because of the loudness. He can't take the loud sounds.
Did you get those noise canceling headphones too? Because anything, like I said, anything can trigger him at this point. So even noise around the house. So the girls can't be walking. It's not fair for them to have to walk on eggshells either.
Right. I mean,
their own home.
It was on, and he wasn't like that before. It was just when he took that, when we went to the hospital, and then it's something slam a couple times. You know how them doors be slamming in the hospital in certain parts? And it did it twice. Both times he jumped, his eyes bucked. But now that he's out of the psychosis, right now he's still hearing the like negative thoughts about him not being a good person. He said, "Grandma, I just want to tell you I'm so sorry for being selfish. Because like when I get my little money from school and I don't want to give you no money. I don't want no money out of that $120. $5 maybe if I'm trying to get some delivery or something like that. But not like, you get $120, $160 every 2 weeks and I won't have. No. I said, you ain't did nothing wrong. You order you something, you be like, Grandma, you want some? That's for you. Just make it last and don't be buying dumb stuff.
Right.
He's feeling guilty about that. Like, I'm just being selfish and I know I shouldn't have did this and I'm not going to never take no pills no more, Grandma. But can I just smoke weed? That's how he had said it. I appreciate his honesty to let me know where his head is. Some kids be like, ain't doing nothing, never again. I mean, trying to make you feel comfortable. He letting me know what he's thinking and how he feeling. So I'm like, no, you can't take nothing. You right, Grandma. I know I shouldn't even be thinking about no weed, especially no THC. But what if I get some real weed? Real weed that you talking about getting, you don't know what's in that, number one. Number two, it's against the law. If they catch you with it, you're going to jail. You're going to be 18 soon, ain't no goddamn Judy. Okay, so now you got to make real decisions about how you move. If you need help, we'll put you in rehab. You get 18, you can go to rehab to get detox when you don't want the desire for none of this shit. Because that's the next move. See, you was in behavioral clinic about the way you was behaving due to the bad pill. That you wasn't there to be detoxed. You just got a little detoxing from not having access to it. So it was some form of detox. But if you feel like you can't stop messing with the THC and you want to vape with that stuff, and it's just like calling your name like Pookie from New Jack City, then we're going to put you in a rehab program.
And make sure that you look up the laws for once he does become 18, because at that point you can't even make no decisions for him.
Right.
He got to be willing to do these things.
Yeah, 18, yeah. He can do his own.
Mm-hmm.
And if he don't make the right choices at 18 to sign himself in, knowing need help, he be out here wilding, well, he going to end up in jail or hell.
Mm-hmm.
There's only two places if you're not going to do the work. Got to do the work, boy. So my condolences, Cheryl. Say street pills are dangerous. Clear people overdose daily from street pills. Yeah, because they don't be what they say. The doctor told him, he said, you never get pills off the street from your friends or buy pills from anybody. Because they might say it's Xanax. They might say it's Percocet. They'll tell you anything. Just they want to make a sale. Well, if you do the test on those pills, they be laced and they don't be really what they tell you they are. If your friend give it to you, you got to think about who your friend got it from. Your friend trusted somebody. That's what I'm saying. Teens respecting and listening and feeling some type of way about what other teens feel about them. They so-called homies. Oh, he wouldn't do that. He ain't all these cameras. He was saying how his friend would never shoot him because all the cameras around. We got him on camera doing just that. I said, you thinking logically. When folks is insane and evil takes over, or they got demons in them, there is no logic. So stop underestimating what people gonna do and take yourself out the equation to protect yourself and your family. That's your job. You invited this in by being hard-headed and disobedient. Now you're gonna have to fix it. Grandma doing everything her power to do my part, but you gonna have to do double what I'm doing. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it for you.
Look, and pharmacies know this. They're the biggest drug dealers.
Legally
drug dealers.
Exactly.
They do it legally.
Happy birthday to your mother, Bombshell. Exactly, Miss Wanda. I don't deal with women who are involved in deviant relationships. Okay. Now that's some smart shit right there. Because he always gonna blame your friend. You want to talk her into going to that domestic violence shelter. Hey, Crystal, you say I'm back. I've been looking at your comments, right? Especially the latest ones you posted. You said, thank you, January Capricorn. Latanya says, so true, Rox. We have to be careful with the company we keep and stay prayed up. Yeah, they bring trouble. They don't mean to. It's just that you with, you know what I'm saying? You around them. They have it, trust me, I know, and they have. In fact, it's a shot you take once a month and it will keep him from being psychotic. Okay. Oh, baby, we own it. I'm so glad y'all telling me all this different information. Don't trust him. Oh, hell no. I don't trust him. I agree. Rox needs to keep her guard up. You said MJ is the worst for mental health. You said weed mess with people's brains. Yep. I've never been a weed smoker. Every time I ever tried to smoke it just made me feel stupid. I'm like, I feel dumb. Like everybody looking at me like I'm stupid. They staring at me. Wasn't even studying my butt. Wasn't even thinking about me. And sometimes, I remember maybe 2 or 3 times I took a hit or two and I felt great. It was just like right where I needed to be. Like, whoa, this should be like this every time, but it's hit or miss. The next time you take the same 3 pulls off some other stuff and your mouth dry. I'm leaning on the doggone table, mouth hanging open, ass can barely open. Help me. I feel like I'm dying. What the hell was that? What was that? I don't want it anymore, ever. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, share the live. I'm about to get up out of here because it's about 12:09. I'm going to call Malachi. His time is from 12 to 1 to get phone calls. And I'm going to go ahead and call him and make this fried chicken. No, I'm not going to make it fried chicken. I'm going to make my hot wings and some macaroni and cheese. That's what I'm going to make. And some corn. You say you back. You always talking about you back when I get ready to say I'm leaving. Girl, we had a good laugh, don't y'all? We was laughing about 10 minutes to 10 to 12:10. We can make you paranoid. I think that's the side effect I have on me, Kim. It ain't never really made me feel like regular. I always feel like a loser, you know? playing one song in my head and another song really playing. Maybe it was the people that gave it to me. Maybe it was something, wasn't just regular weed. My kid's father was a weed person. Wake up to weed, smoke weed all day, go to sleep with weed. That was in the 80s. He liked to step and smoke weed. That was his thing. You say, girl, I be working and I fell asleep. Laugh out loud. You had to get your little sleep on. I'm going to try to come back live. Because it's almost, well, how many days we got in the month? We only got what? 23, 24, 25, 6, 7. I only got 6 more days. So I need to go live every day, maybe twice a day. Try to make as many coins as I can for my next check. Because this check tomorrow going to be $102. And thanks to y'all, I was able to get that. Because if y'all didn't come through them last 2.5 days, when I got my page back, my monetization back, if y'all hadn't came through, I wouldn't have made the $102. So I'm not complaining. You say y'all had a cousin to die from smoking weed that had laced. Oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know what it was laced with? And what year did this happen? Say it's too many different types of weed. Yeah, you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you get. It makes me really wonder about everything now. You know, I don't want to be one of them people like, oh, you didn't know that they had found traces of fentanyl in certain wines. And I get hold of one. Have y'all heard any cases of that? Because, baby, they can forget about me. It's going to be water only. They even say the bottled water ain't good for you. They say the potatoes ain't good for you. I watched the video today. This guy dropped the pill. Well, his person dropped the pill in grease at a restaurant, and it just created a whole bunch of fries. And we was trying to figure out, was that AI or was that something they really created? And he like, well, I'm just going to use potatoes. But potatoes are being sprayed with that forever. What's the name of that stuff? The forever stuff. And they got chemicals. I believe they put more stuff in street weed up today. You have to be careful who you smoke off of. Yeah. That is why you can't smoke it, everybody. But the problem about that is, unless they ones who growing it and they know what's in it, they getting it from somebody and they're giving it to you and sharing it with you and breaking bread, you know. Say back in the 90s, they used to lace it with embalming fluid. That's Sherm stick. Boy, did I tell y'all about my Sherm stick experience? I had an experience. They used to call it happy stick and Sherm stick. Embalming fluid on cigarette or on weed. And I was introduced to that by my ex-boyfriend, God rest his soul. He introduced me to that after we broke up and we stayed friends. I might have smoked that stuff about a week. And thank God I got off of it. I got off that narcotic. I got off of it. But if I didn't have nobody to try to tell me, like, don't mess with that, what's wrong with you? I was dealing with my kid's father. And I kind of had just started messing with him right after I started messing with that. So when he realized I was with that, he was like, girl, don't do that. You know that can mess you up. And that's all it took for me to stop doing it. Because evidently I wasn't addicted for me to just stop when he said that. But I had probably smoked it 3-4 times. Crazy. That stuff had me floating on cloud nine. You can be what you want to be. One of my friends is a therapist, and she said that MJ is doing a number on kids. It's messing them up bad. For real? Oh, shit. Say, no, I haven't heard that, Rocks. Child. Say, I always buy one person that I trust. But can you trust who they trust? You said, 2024 fentanyl. That's my daughter passed away from. So they had fentanyl in the weed. Like, why would you put fentanyl in? That's intentional trying to get rid of them. That's like intentional. Like, there's no reason to put fentanyl in weed. Weed already do what weed supposed to do. So what you need to kick it off with something for? Like, they used to do weed and cocaine. Remember, they used to call that primo. That stuff is very addictive. You put the weed in your little paper, because then there was white papers. Do they even still sell them little white papers? And then they put the little little cocaine in there with it. You saying it's not MJ and something else. You say it has worked so far. Laugh out loud. Rox, you're blessed. You stop smoke. That's PCP. Is terrible drug. Yeah, it could have took me all the way out, because I went to McDonald's one day after smoking it. McDonald's about probably good 3-4 blocks away from the house. I got to the counter. She's like, "Welcome to McDonald's. When I take your order?" And I was like, "I want a Big Mac and a large fry." But I was whispering. But to me, I sounded just like I sounded with y'all. I have a Big Mac and a large fry combo, whatever I said. And I was just making the words. I was moving my mouth, but wasn't no words coming out. And she was like, "Could you speak up, ma'am?" And I did. I said it again. She's like, "Man, I can't. Can you speak up?" And somehow I must have get it out. And I said, "Big Mac and large fry." And one day I was walking, and I was calling across the street to my best friend's house. And when I got ready to step on the curb, I couldn't put my leg up to get on the curb. They had to come and get me. I'm right there by the curb. Nothing but to step up like you stepping up to go walk into your house. Y'all know how I look. You park your car, you step off the curb, you go into your house, you go into the store. I couldn't move. I said, "I can't move." And they's like, "Come on." She was pulling my hand. "Come on, girls, come on." I said, "I can't move till you give me a piece of the sidewalk." "A piece of the sidewalk?" "Yeah, I need a piece of the sidewalk." And they finally got me in there, over there in her house. Child, don't do it, y'all. Don't do it, baby. White lines blowing through my mind. Don't do it, baby. Don't think with your mind away. Don't let it make your mind away. For white lines go away. You say a nation is only as great as its leaders, and the leaders are immoral. You say, what water system is that? I don't know, but they was talking about the water bottles. I don't know, maybe somebody was actually injecting the water bottles with something. I don't know if the water itself really ain't good, because all I drink is spring water. I don't drink purified. They saying that the little filters you put on your faucet is not even working. They say a lot of shit. Some of that stuff I believe is true. Some of it might just be rumors or fear mongering, as they call it. They shaking my head. Roxy, well, I was high, baby. Yes, his wife found him in the bathroom on her way to work. Lord have mercy. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is so goddamn sad. You would think that people hearing these type of stories, they'd go cold turkey. Wouldn't smoke nothing, because the chance is too risky. I was high, baby. When I say high, anytime I'm talking about give me a piece of the sidewalk, that was insane. I remember that very well. And I remember her holding my hand, trying to get my feet to come up on that curb. And I think right after that, that's when my kid's father, who wasn't my kid's father, we just started dating. We probably 2 weeks in dating. And he said that, and I stopped. But my ex-boyfriend, who I broke up with, the one that passed away, the one I told y'all about, the light-skinned one, looked like Elder Barge, like he come from their family. He the one put me on to it, because he wanted me to relax when we got ready to do what he wanted me to do. That's one reason why I think he did that. I don't think he was trying to hurt me, though. I think he just wanted me to be relaxed, because I was the type of teenager, because I was 16 when I got with him. Now, at this time, I'm like 18, it's going to be 19, and I still didn't ever want to do it. I didn't enjoy laying up. I wasn't one of them young ladies that was like, "Oh, I got to get it. I got to get it. Oh, he's so fine. I got to get it. I like it. I'm going to keep doing it." I didn't like it. So that was his way of relaxing me, I guess. I didn't like the way it felt to be touched or none of that, let alone entering me. I felt like I was being attacked. Yes, his wife, way to work. You say, only time I indulge is when I'm vacation in Jamaica. Jamaica, man. You go to the islands, man, and get the good stuff, man. Okay. He said, I miss my mother so much. She was my best friend, my everything. Yes, indeed. Man, that was so sad. I still remember that like yesterday, Cheryl, when you came and told us. It just reminded me about my mama. Everything was created to commit crimes against the demographic of people, but they are willing to risk everyone to get their target. Yes, they ain't not trying to get their people, but hey, take one for the team. Cheryl, I'm sorry for you. Hang in there. Yeah, I know some days get real. Hey, Sharon, come on in here. I'm about to go though, y'all. I'm going to call Malachi real quick. And I'm going to try to come live later, y'all, if I ain't too tired. If y'all come in my comments and say, what you doing? Let's go live. Y'all bored. And y'all do that. That'll motivate me. You know what I'm saying? Like my 4 or 5 o'clock. Say, Cheryl, it doesn't get better. You just learn to deal with it better as the years pass. Yep. I numb myself because if I start looking at my daughter picture in the front room, my mama picture, my brother, all them pictures in the front room. If I start looking too deep or certain songs play, like they be playing music next door, and it make me sad because it be songs that remind me of my daughter because they all friends. These are her friends next door. She used to hang out with them. So yeah, the music they play, they still play the music like the 2000s, like 2005, 7, 10. That's the music they play, and that's the music she liked. And it reminds me certain times I'm very clear. I remember certain things based off a song that she was around for. And I could see her dancing to it. So it kind of made me sad. You say, one day I'm coming on your panel. Please do. You say, it would be cool to come back later. Yeah. If you want to come back later, let me know. Bombshell, go ahead and email me. If anybody want to come on the what you call it later, we'll come back about, so let's say 4:30. Sending him love, light, and healing energy. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. Y'all let me know. But email me if anybody want to get on the panel today. And what topics y'all want to talk about. Well, we just free fall like we do. And we knows we ain't talked about Peach at all. I mentioned a couple of examples, but we ain't get to talk about her. We sick of that shit. We got so much stuff to talk about. If her situation fit in what we talk about, use as an example and keep moving. We ain't thinking about her. Oh my God. I'm so glad they went out last night to go see a concert. And she act like a kid in the candy store. Like she ain't never been nowhere. Wood. He looking like a bum. Like he could have got dressed better than that to go to that concert. He supposed to put on some after 5 type of stuff, not a shirt and tie, but he should have been looking better than that. He looked like a bum. Say, Roxy, laugh a lot. I got to text you about something I just saw on here. Okay, text me in. You said I had edible cookie for pain, girl. I forgot how to walk. I need to had another one. I just deal with the pain now. Was it good? Where you get it from? I heard about edibles. He's a bum. Yeah, we're just gonna continue our conversation later, y'all. We on a good roll right now. We just keep on the conversations that we already been talking about. And anybody want to come on the panel to tell a story time or vent, that's the time, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in a little while. Thanks again. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out, y'all. Thanks again, Travel Bombshell and Mommy Money Maker, for y'all gifts. God knows I appreciate it. And if anybody want to send me a PayPal or a Zelle for me to go in the morning, feel free to do that to anytime today, because I'm getting on the train at 9 in the morning, at 9:16. And I would really appreciate that as well, just in case my funds don't drop. That'll really come in handy. But if they drop, I'll be good. But I ain't gonna know till probably 5, 6 in the morning. Child, better safe than sorry, you know? All right, y'all. See y'all a little later. Love y'all.